Hi, everybody. We're gonna do something a little different tonight. I kind of been jonesing playing Satisfactory. I played a bit before, but I kind of want to start again because this is one of those games that once you learn how to play it, you kind of want to start again from the beginning because you realize how absolutely inefficiently you did it. Welcome in Juan. Welcome in Red Reaper. Hi, folks. How's it going this evening? Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate having you here. So yeah, Satisfactory, if you didn't know, is one of those crazy games that it really either scratches that OCD itch or drives you absolutely insane. So we're going to kind of figure out which one of those games we're going to be playing tonight. But yeah, I wanted to do this, so it's something a little different. If it's not your cup of tea, that's totally fine. But hopefully it will be, and hopefully you just enjoy hanging out with me, because that's what I'm hoping. So let's start ourselves a new game. Let's start a game in a rocky desert, and it will be, I don't know, fun with the stream. And yeah, we'll go. So how is it going? How's it going, Juan? How's it going, Red Reaper? How is everybody on this wonderful evening? Hopefully you are all fantastic. I had a wonderful, wonderful day. It was 57 degrees at the high today. And oh my god. And bang. And crash. That's a great start. So yeah, let's go back over here to just chatting. Wow, that was brutal. And my just chatting scene does not seem to be working. Wow, that's kind of funny. I need to fix this. Well, we're here, so all right. I'm not gonna play with that right now. But yeah, so hi. You gotta love it when you go and you start a game and it immediately crashes on you. That is the best possible start to this stream. So the good thing is it's all up here from here, all uphill from here. And okay, so here we go. Let's try this again. All right, and my puppet appears to be frozen. How are we doing? Okay, here we go. There we are. All right, let's try again. Ooh, the zoo. That sounds fantastic. What was the little one's favorite animal at the zoo? All right, so let's try this again. Fun with, that's not right. Fun with the stream. Let's try this again. Take two. Don't crash on me, please. I would really like it if you worked properly. That would be much more ideal. The gift shop. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's funny. All right, so Satisfactory, you are what is known as a pioneer. Oh, nice, Red.
Attention, pioneer.
I'm glad that you're able to make it.
The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary
Impending duties. It kind of sounds like impending doom. The following is a video.
Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly.
Oh, geez, that is late. No wonder.
Use provided blueprints.
Yeah, unfortunately, I live in the eastern part of the U.S., so it is. What time is it for me? 7:15.
And improve your infrastructure.
Okay, so we go, we get stuff.
Unusual discoveries to R&D for
we
analysis.
use a vacuum cleaner. I don't remember a vacuum cleaner. This kind of feels like Miss Minutes from Loki. I'm getting the same kind of vibes off of it. And a little bit of GLaDOS.
Get to work and be effective.
Get to work.
Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure.
Okay.
Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3.
That's kind of cool.
1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
Hey, Damon, thanks for coming in and lurking. I appreciate it. That doesn't... I mean, I realize we're going into the atmosphere, but the fire... I don't like fire. Fire doesn't... Fire not happy. I'm not sure what's going on with the little fix-it print over there. It's one of the... I would just... Every game should have a zoom key. I don't understand why they don't. Just because, like, whenever I play Minecraft, I want to zoom in on things. And because I can do that, I want to zoom in on everything. Okay, so we're landing. Yes, the cake. The cake is a lie. Alright. We'll see how GLaDOS this is with cake and lies and everything.
Planetfall complete.
Yay! We landed. We didn't die.
Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%.
Multi-purpose exploration suit. That sounds like a really
Remember,
fancy...
efficiency first.
Efficiency first,
Godspeed.
yes. Okay. Let's turn the music down a little bit. Because this game has music too, and maybe I'll just kill the pretzel music, like, we'll see. Alright, so this is cool.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB.
Massage
your
2
designated
ABB.
sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory
Ada.
and Assistant.
I am
tasked to
GLaDOS
support
Jr.
pioneers such as you in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall.
Third of how many?
Congratulations.
You're the third of 57
Note,
people to survive
objective-based
re-entry.
Introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding.
Okay. So...
First objective.
Dismantle
Please
the pod.
dismantle the drop
Okay.
pod. The resulting materials will be
Cool.
repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base from now on referred
Oh,
to
you could
as
tell
the hub.
that was like fake in the
Note,
beginning because it
Fixit
moved. It
Incorporated is
snapped to a different
cost-effective
area.
and efficient. We do not waste.
We do not waste. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Hold F. Yep, I already did that.
All important Fixit data and
I know how to do it.
communication is recorded and
In the
stored in the
codex.
codex, including
Okay.
these steps.
So I need to find, well, first of all, you can pick up everything and you need all this stuff in the beginning. So I played this through. I didn't get all the way through to the end because literally I hit a point where it was like, okay, I need, oop, lizard doggo. Hello, lizard doggo. Can't do anything about that yet, but we'll tame that little dude later. All right, so complete the onboarding process. Press O to open the codex. Okay, open the codex. Like, do you really need me to do something?
Second objective. Please
All right.
ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
Okay, the Xeno Zapper,
Note,
which is this
according
thing.
to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
The Xeno Zapper. Nice. Zzz. All right,
Third
tab to open the
objective.
inventory.
Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron.
Okay, we need to find iron, which is
Note,
Z. Yes,
the acquisition
Z.
of iron,
Iron.
is considered essential in preparation for all
Iron.
future objectives.
Over here. Okay, so we go over here to find iron. And we'll take these. I don't know if I want to do this one. Hello, little dude. I don't know what you are, but your mouth opens sideways, and that's kind of creepy. Yeah, I remember this iron node over here. I think I want to do the one over here instead. Like, over here was better for a base. Like, that one is fine. But, there was one, I think it was over, yeah. Yeah, so basically, I'll walk over here and I'll show you why I don't like this one. And one of the things you can do in this that I learned way too late in the game is if you run and you hit C, you slide jump, and slide jumping is way faster than walking. So if you ever play this game, definitely slide jump all the way. It literally took me about half the game to figure that out. Yoink, 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 yoink. And we basically need all the plants. Yeah, so I think if this is where I think this is on the map, and we can't view the map yet, that's something you get later on, then this is not a great place to start. It's actually a pretty bad starter area because it's very constrained. Yeah. Ooh, well, yep, bees. Bees? Bees! We don't like bees. The bees do bad things. And we're getting bead to death already. The Xeno Zapper is not a very good tool. Come on, nobody likes bees. All right, phew. We do like bacon though. Bacon mushroom. That sounds like the best thing ever. So we'll yoink you. Yeah. So if this is where I think it is, there's other iron. There's iron here, and then there's iron. Yeah, this is not where I want to start. I want to start like over here. This is a much better starting area. And the reason for that is that this is, or maybe not. Let me think about it for a second. So when I played through last time, like there's iron here and there's coal relatively nearby, which we will need later. Let's do it. Let's do something different, because last time we did over there and I kind of want to try something different. So V to scan for iron nodes, we did. Hold E to gather resources. So we need to come and we need to chisel this thing for a little while and get our iron ore.
Fourth objective, build the hub.
Okay, build the hub.
To complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed.
That's fine. We're okay with that.
Caution. Ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources.
Okay, so let's build the
Failure
hub.
to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
All right, we'll build the hub. We'll build the hub right there. So this is our hub, which is like the center of everything. And we need to configure the terminal.
Congratulations.
You've unlocked the hub.
Hub feature, manual.
And I am playing with this modded, so this is a little
hub
different than the
terminal.
default experience.
Fifth objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
Because
Note, the craft
some of
badge and hub
this
terminal are
is
essential
just
for
annoying.
progression to the
Like
next objective.
all right, so hub upgrade 1. All right, done. And then we need to go here and we can make some iron ingots. And it's one of those typical games where you have to go through and progress and create, like you create one thing to create another thing, so on and so forth. And the part of the reason of this is that it really matters how you do things as you go along, because everything feeds into everything else, much like a lot of these games. And because of that, you really want to be a little careful as to how you do it. And that's one thing I learned, again, pretty late. But it became to the value of building things as tileable, meaning that you can basically infinitely scale them. So this requires 10 iron rods to upgrade our hub, and then we get a better hub with a storage box. Hooray! Where we can store all the stuff that we can't use right now. But the other thing we want is early map.
Congratulations. You have unlocked
Building workshop. Yeah, so we have a miner,
portable
which
miner,
is really good because
inventory,
that will let us
additional
not
slots,
have to
hub
whack things
feature,
with a chisel,
personal
because
storage.
my arms get tired.
Sixth objective, complete hub upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full.
Yep,
Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
which I never used. So that will tell you how useful it is. I can't do early map yet. All right, so we want to do this one, and we want to be able, so we can't do any portable miners yet, right? So we need that, and we need to go and get more iron. So we got to go beat it with our chisel for a little while again. Super exciting. Yeah, early parts of the game are interesting. Like it's always a challenge in game design to make the beginning not so fast that you get lost, but make it to the point of where it can still be fun. Like a lot of tutorials are kind of there's been so many tutorials where sometimes they're really good, which is rare. Most of the time, they're like, come on, I'm bored. Let's just get moving. Let me play the game. Like right now, why am I beating this with a chisel? That's not the best game design. And then there's been a couple of games where I've been completely and totally lost. And that is also the rarity too. But yeah, exactly. Help make it fun. Exactly. This is why I like playing games with folks, because whenever you hear, yay, fireworks. Gotta turn that up. Turn that way down. Okay, yes, thank you for making it fun, Juan. And now we're upside down and rainbowy. Yep, thank you. Straight into both Jeb and Dinnerbone. I love it. It's the best use of points ever, not gonna lie. But yeah, so it's always challenging. I forget what game it was. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 15. The Final Fantasy 15 tutorial just seemed like really pointless, and I found that I wasn't having fun with the game, and that's the worst thing. Like anytime you're playing a game and you're not having fun. Happily, welcome in. Leonardo, welcome in as well. Uh-oh, back in time. Here comes the TARDIS. And we're back to the days of the VCR. Enjoy your tracking. For those of you who don't know what a VCR is the precursor to DVDs, and it was terrible, terrible technology. It was a wonderful example of the superior technology, which was Betamax, losing to the inferior technology, which is unfortunate. All right. Okay, so we'll do this milestone now, but the other thing that we can now do is we can build an equipment workshop, which this allows us to build other things that we couldn't build before, like the portable miner.
You have unlocked hub feature, biomass burner.
This.
Scanner feature, copper.
Yeah.
New buildings and recipes, which
So
can
we
be
need
found
more.
in the build menu and craft bench, respectively.
Aptly, I
Seventh
do.
objective. Complete hub upgrade 3. Note.
Yes,
Connect
biomass
buildings to
burner.
a biomass burner for power. Note. Buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set.
I still have
Advice.
the Twitch
Automate
affiliate.
The smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
All right, so yeah, we're going forward with this. Basically, I sent I don't really need to be an affiliate anymore, and they didn't withdraw it, and I don't know why. Because Twitch is fine, but realistically, like the losing the entire audience that I have on YouTube is no, I'm on both. So since I sent the request to disable my affiliate status and they have not gotten back to me, I'm just going. I'm streaming on both right now. Because YouTube, we've got a much bigger following on YouTube than on Twitch. And so I'm trying to go with that, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. I honestly haven't followed up on it. I sent the request. I'm just moving forward in the interim until we do it. So the good thing with the portable miner now is that now we're better and we don't have to whack it with the, chisel. So, which is great. So yeah, I don't know. It's like before I was only streaming on Twitch, but the amount of traffic I get from the VODs and everything is huge. It's so much bigger than the Twitch watch, even though there's more people who are vocal on Twitch, which is weird. Like I don't understand why it works the way it does. I really don't. All right, so what do we need in order to do this? So we need to find copper. We can use Sloppy Joes. It's good to see you too, Aptly. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks a lot. All right, so now what we want to do is we can convert the biomass. Can we change the leaves yet? No, we can't. We haven't learned that. I think that's what we do here. But can we scan? Yes, now we can scan, and we can scan for copper. So we got to find the closest copper. And we need to do that and then set up. Okay, so nope, that's all iron. That's copper. All right, so there's copper nearby here. That I did not know. So that's nice. So the main resources you want in the beginning are iron and copper. And they let you build a whole bunch of different stuff. Okay, great. Oh, but bees. More bees. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Bees are scary. Run away from the bees. All right, so let's go. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. If you've been enjoying the YouTube, thanks for coming in. This is going to be a little bit different because I am not in the mood for Vault Hunters this evening. So this will be Satisfactory. And hopefully you enjoy the contents enough to where it doesn't matter what we're playing. But the Vault Hunter stuff will again be on Tuesday. So Tuesday is my normal streaming day, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I will be back doing that if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, Vault Hunters is really fun. I've been doing a lot of off-camera stuff with it, like basically fixing my villager trading halls and fixing crops and just being more efficient with it. And I ran a couple of alts. But so in doing that, I'm kind of burned out on Vault Hunters right now, but I wanted to hang out with everybody. So I figured it would be fun to go ahead and just do this. And hopefully people enjoy the change. All right, so I need that. I need this. It is tough. Vault Hunters can be very difficult. The beginning, especially if you're not experienced with Minecraft, like somebody I know who had never even beaten the dragon was like, I want to try Vault Hunters. That looks interesting. And then they realized you have to beat the dragon in order to really realistically even start. And that was the end of their vault journey. So yeah, it is a bit of a grind. but it does get fun, and the addition of the 5 skill points really makes a huge difference. It makes the game so much more fun from the beginning. Especially Vault Miner, like Vein Miner, yeah, Vault Miner. I'm gonna go vine the Vault. Like, we'll just take the Vault and that's it, we're done. All right, so let's make ourselves another miner, and then we can go mine the copper too. And what we'll do after this is we'll get to automate this a little bit. So we can do that. We've got our miner. All right, let's go kill the bees. Make sure we're going to the right place. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good area. I take it back. In the beginning, I wasn't too jazzed about it, but all right. Come here. Come here, bees. Let's do better than what we did last time. All right, because they go all over the place, and the reach of our Xeno Zapper is not very high. Where are you? I hear... It's like I hear them, but I can't see them. All right. One more. Okay, that was better. That was better. Not chatting was just through the... So, I don't understand what you mean, Juan. Sorry. Not cheating. I don't ever cheat, if that's it. Like, I don't... There's no point in that. Like, I never understood the people who it's like, oh yeah, I did a little off-camera grinding, and they have like 500 netherite ingots or something like that. It's like, sure you did. Sure. No, you're gonna come in on Tuesday, and you'll see me, I think, with two more levels. But that's really about it, and a little bit more stuff. We actually finally got enough vault diamonds to do our first knowledge star, and I'm saving that for the stream. So haven't done that yet. But yeah, I do not do the, I did some off-camera mining. Yeah, And now I have a full netherite beacon. It's amazing. Although we did have the most frustrating thing ever, that I was putting stuff in a shulker box and got 2 creepers that came, and one of them blew up the box, which makes it, whenever the box explodes, it pops as an item, and then another one detonated immediately afterwards and destroyed the box on the floor. It was great. Hey Blake, welcome. I'm glad you've been enjoying the Vault Hunters content. We're just saying, like, that is not what we're doing tonight, but that is what we do on Tuesdays. Exactly. Sad trombone for the loss. Creepers continue to be my least favorite Minecraft mod. Minecraft mob. Although I don't know if anybody's loved them. It's like, oh, the creepers, I love them so. All right, so let's make some wires. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of Vault Hunters, so there's a bit of a chill. This is not going to be Vault Hunters evening, but if that is what you really want, come back Tuesday at 8 p.m. and you can have Vault Hunters to your heart's content. But hopefully this will also be fun. All right, here we go. Upgrade 3. All right, excellent. So what else can we make?
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Ada.
Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench, respectively.
Okay, can we finally make biomass?
8th objective.
No, we still can't.
Complete hub upgrade 4. Note. Use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
Okay, so what do we need now? We need limestone, so which we can scan for. And I know limestone is close by. There was limestone, not that far away at all. No, not always. This is just an exception. I don't often stream. Unfortunately, my time is pretty limited, so I don't often stream outside of Tuesdays. But most of the time I do Vault Hunters. It's up there, isn't it? I gotta go up. I think. We'll try again. Ooh, those things are scary. We don't want to touch those. Yeah, alright, I gotta go up. But most of the time I do stream Vault Hunters. That's most of my content, both on YouTube and on streaming days. So if this is just, like I said, it's a break. Like, I did a lot of off-camera. How do I get up there? Like, I can't go around. Yep. These things are hilarious. These mobs. They are. Why didn't I keep losing my zapper? We're not gonna fight this guy because he's harmless. But he's a bouncy boy. If you can get on top of him, he shoots you way up high in the air, and it's kind of awesome. All right, there's limestone. We need to get there, or up there. So I don't know. Can we come over here and do it? Because I don't really want to fight. Oh, we should also eat some of the nuts here because restore our health. The hilarious thing, and I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, my first playthrough, I didn't figure out that you could eat the nuts until way too far along. And so I was basically playing in hard mode with only 3 hearts because you'll regenerate to your 3rd heart, but then you won't regenerate beyond that. Okay, here we go. Limestone. So I was literally playing in effectively like half heart hardcore. It was kind of hilarious. Okay, have fun, Juan. And so I got pretty good at not getting hit, which was like tremendously embarrassing. Not gonna lie. All right, so how much limestone do we have? We have 54. All right, and the power poles we need. All right, so the other thing that we're definitely gonna want to do is we're going to want to set up automation with this to not have to go here and grind every time. Do I take damage in the water? I think I do. Yeah, I do. But not that much. That's fine. Again, I miss the MLG of Minecraft where you just, all you need is a bucket. Like, just have a bucket and you can fall from wherever and it doesn't matter. But that's regrown already, so yoink. We'll take that. And again, the slide jumping. So yeah, now that we have this, I think that'll let us get to the point of where we can start creating power and we can start doing smelters and everything. And this is where the automation begins. And then once we get some basic resources, we'll create our factory. And the factory is going to be very different. And this is where the automation and the planning and everything comes into play. And if that is your jam, you will like this game a lot. If you're looking at it and going, wow, this is really boring, then it is not. All right, so concrete. We need concrete, we need cables, and we need, I think it was iron rods, was it? Let's see. Yeah, so this, don't worry, this part of manually creating things is very, you only do this early in the game. No worries, Blake. Thanks for coming in and checking out. Hopefully, if you enjoy Vault Hunters, come back on Tuesday. And hopefully I'll see you then. Alright. So, what buildings can I make? Okay, I can make constructors and smelters now. So, but I can't make miners yet, which that's the big one. That's the really big one I want. So this is not as useful. Alright, so let's do wire and then let's make cables. And once we do this upgrade, then I think we get the miners. And once we get the miners, we'll start doing some automation with it because I don't want to set everything up until we can actually start building our factory. Because if I build it, I'm just going to tear it down. The whole point in this one is to go through from the very beginning. Although with that much iron, we might be smelting. We might have to automate this. I don't think I want to sit down and deal with it all. No worries, Reaper. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. No worries in lurking. I value the lurkers quite a bit. I don't understand why there are YouTubers or Twitch streamers who are like, no, you have to actively watch or else I hate you. Like, absolutely not. If you want to lurk, please hang around. If not, then that's fine too. Like, go for it in whatever makes you happy at the end of the day. All right, so we can do our portable miner, and that will allow us to do our limestone as well. All right, so I think the biomass, yeah. So we can throw this in, and that will give us power. And what we can do is we can build ourselves a power pole and drop that, like, right. Can I grumble? Yeah, one of the things that is very frustrating about this game is if you don't get exactly in the right place, positioning things are pretty hard. But we'll just do it from up here. So we will place... Oh, I can't afford it. Maybe I should read. That might help, huh? Reading is fun. All right, so what did I need for it? I need copper wire. That's easy enough. But also the thing as we get a little bit further with this is that once we start doing the automation and everything, then we don't have to sit here at the bench and just click on everything. And this is when it gets to be the fun part. So we'll make the wire, we'll set up a smelter, and then that will at least get us the ingots we need, and we won't have to sit here doing the crafting. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so we do that, and we connect our power line to our biomass burner, and our biomass burner just burns leaves and produces electricity. Do I use the world grid? Generally, I have not, just because I haven't been that serious about it. I do know that if you really want to do stuff and be super serious about your automations, you do need to use the world grid. But I am not that fancy. Okay, so I really hate having to run back and forth for all this. Although I could just build myself another workbench. Like, I don't have to go back and forth. But I am guessing then that you have played this game if you know about the world grid from the very beginning. I just know from I was watching the community leads the other day were on a stream and were playing this, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get back into it. And they were doing a whole bunch of designing and everything, and it was super cool to watch them play. Like, it's always interesting to see somebody who really, really knows how to play the game and the stuff they do. All right, so now I should be able, yeah, now we can build a smelter. And we can at least get going. And we'll build a constructor as well to do all the sheets we need. And then we can go and run and grab ourselves, and it doesn't really matter right now. All right, so we will smelt iron, and then we can go and set up the same thing. We can set ourselves a constructor here too to make the iron sheets. And constructors I need reinforced iron plates. So the smelter, what it'll do is it automatically takes any of the ore and creates it to ingots. And you can have as many of these as you want. And what we'll do as we get a little bit further is we'll start having an array. And this is when I start talking about the tileability for it. Because what you want to do is when you start getting a large amount of stuff is eventually we'll need dozens of these things in order to get all the resources we need, because you get into basically workflows where it's like, okay, I'll take these ore and from the iron ingot, I'll lead into a constructor. And then the constructor will make me iron rods, and then iron rods will go into screws, and it's a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, wow. 300 hours of playtime. That's awesome. So I haven't played multiplayer yet. What's the main advantage? Just having more than one person be able to do it? Because the map is the same for everybody, right? Like, this is not a dynamically generated map. The map is perfectly static. Let's make sure we got enough, because at this point, this will burn through biomass very fast. All right. So can I build a constructor at all? What do I need? I need reinforced iron plates. I didn't think I could do those yet, because those are, yeah, okay, I just need to make screws. So yeah, you make iron rods go into screws with regular iron plates go to reinforced iron plates. So you see how this becomes that way to go. So we need more iron plates, and then once we have enough to make 2 reinforced iron plates, we can make a constructor, and then the constructor can make us iron plates, so we won't have to come back and do it, and we can go off and explore and do other stuff. So that's not what I want. Constructor. So all right, we need more cables, but it's always like this is both the fun thing and the frustrating thing about these kind of games is the more you plan ahead, the better off you're gonna be. But if you're not good at planning ahead, you're gonna have a bad time. So, but I don't care. It is all good. All right, so, all right, now we can make our constructor. And one of the things we'll get in a little bit is you start to get belts, which lets you connect to all of these things, like conveyor belts, basically. And right now we do not have that, but we can just go and pretend we do and line these things up, and then take our iron ingots out of this and say we want iron plates. Go. And we connect it up to power. And there we go. Yeah, reducing the grind totally makes sense. Yeah, always speedrun to coal. Agreed. There's coal up there. I know it from playing before. So we're gonna go and do coal for our setup. Although I found that oil is more constructive for power than coal. Like, I usually will try and speedrun to oil, and because you get the petroleum coke, which you can use, and then the fuel oil. And I got turbo fuel in one of my previous playthroughs, and that helps a lot because that's so much more efficient. But you see, when we're here, like, literally we don't really have to do anything other than feed the machine right now. So we can come, and this is actively happening in the background, and we'll probably do the same thing with our copper in a second. So we do that, and we need 75, so we're getting there. All right, let's go check out the copper, because that's got to be, this miner is well done. So that makes sense. Now I understand why people use the multi-miners, is just to reduce this back and forth. Like, you only have to do it once. But so we'll take you, and we can set up the basics of a smelter right here if I have enough, which I don't. Iron rods, of course. But this will get us to the point of where we will be able to get a factory floor, and that's the main thing, because once you get a foundation, you can start to build your factory, and the factory is going to be the thing that is the super fun. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm kind of winging it, which I probably shouldn't. Like, that's how you get into trouble. But we're definitely going to try and build this more efficiently to have things on specific floors. And what I think I'm going to do is the things that I know that have requirements for other stuff, I'm going to try and build them so that they're more on the outside, so that we can lift between floors. My other one kind of sprawled, and I really didn't like that. Like, the having to go through with a sprawl it was inefficient, and it was super hard to get some of the stuff to connect. Because I would find, like, oh, I need whatever. I need Whoozy Wutsits. And the Whoozy Wutsits are all the way on the other side of the factory. So I got to run belts or something all the way across. And it just looked ugly. And there was too much spaghetti. And, like, I felt... when you get to a point in the game where you're like, okay, I really just need to rip everything down and start again. And that just became, okay, no, I'm going to start a new world because I can start a new world and do it right this time. And this game kind of feels like you could do that 5 or 6 times and still not run out of replay value, which is kind of awesome. Like, the fact that they have a game where you can go through and replay it, and the replay is completely different the second time. Those are the kind of games I really like, and that shows some really smart game design. All right, so. Good morning, Pipit. This is Satisfactory, which is a construction game, basically, where you want to automate and grab resources, and from those resources, you build things that improve your experience. And so we need another power pole, because at this point in the game, and floors too. Okay, I actually don't need it. All right, so we need to do this. So you go here, and you go here. But yeah, as I was saying, it is kind of a automation style game, where what you do is you get tons of resources, and that lets you build new things, which lets you build things more efficiently. And the whole point of it is basically building a factory at the end of the day. And you want your factory to be efficient and to build a whole bunch of different stuff. Like, right now we're very, very in the beginning of the game, so you have not missed anything. And I am playing with cheats, which is why I have so many slots here. Well, it's not cheats, it's mods. Mods are more accurate way to say it, because you start off with a limited number of slots, but I found that is really not fun. I do not enjoy having to go through and do that. But now we have 58 iron plates, which will be enough to get us to the next level, and I think this gets us miners. So once we get the miners, then this will be a very different game. All right, upgrade hub. All right, milestone unlocked. All right, new and player upgraded too. All right, upgrade 5. So storage container.
You have unlocked building,
Excellent.
conveyor belts and poles.
So
inventory, additional slots.
yeah, let's automate the basics
Ninth
of this
objective.
stuff.
Complete hub upgrade 5. Note: portable miners cannot be
and-
connected to conveyor belts. Advice: when planning the construction of
okay.
buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
Yeah, conveyor belts. So now that we've got logistics, we have the belts and poles, which this is great because let me show you exactly what I meant by what we were doing before. So what we can do is we can now take the conveyor belts and we can connect these two things, and it will automatically take all of the iron that it makes, and then they will go into here, so that now this has a relatively infinite supply. And the next thing we'll get is, like what it said, is that portable miners cannot be automated. And we don't have storage yet, right? No, we don't. So we still have to run these back and forth, but now we're getting to the point of where at least we only have to do one thing back and forth. So can I build a smelter now? Yes, I can. So let's go over here and do the same thing, and we're going to tear all of this down because it is not going to be what I want. And so I should not have done it the way that I did it. That was foolish. All right, so already we have the fun. And I know part of the game is definitely tearing it apart and redoing it, but I'm trying to plan this and do it right the first time as much as possible. Studying Spanish. I can't help you there, unfortunately. I speak English and bad English, and that is about it. My foreign language was French, and I remember almost nothing of it. Copper. So, all right, so we can start the same thing. And you have a limited amount of energy, so energy production becomes important too, and you can see the singular biomass burner will produce 20 megawatts, and right now we're consuming 16. So we're getting up there to where we can't use just one. All right, so... But what we can do is we can go through and do the constructor again, except we don't have enough cables. But can I build my... Yes, I can build my craft bench. And this is a trick I do all the time, although it's not much of a trick. So it's not like you're not learning any super advanced tactics here. But always have enough to have a craft bench so you don't have to run back and forth. Aw, boo. Well, thanks, Trooper, for coming in, staying as long as you can. I appreciate it, and hopefully the Spanish goes reasonably well. All right. So, and you can see whenever you hold control, it snaps so that you'll be in alignment with whatever it is, because it is very difficult, and sometimes you can't connect the different devices if your belt is not relatively straight and has enough of a curve radius and all that other stuff. All right, so let's have you produce wire, and we have to hook you up to power, and I think that's gonna max out my power, right? I think that's it. Yeah, we're right on the edge right now. So as we go a little bit further, we will get a second biomass burner, and we'll be able to do a little bit more. But yeah. And this is as with all these style of games, it's always like, okay, well, now you need to do this, and now you need to do that. And so if we had the power, let me see if the second biomass burner was activated by that last one. And again, pick up all the leaves because we need them all. Hi, parrot friend. Yeah, because we're running out. So, like most things in this, it becomes a balancing act of making sure that you don't go too far in one thing before you go to another. Bacon! It's bacon! But eventually, we will get better sources of fuel and everything, which will be much better. Alright, so that gets us that. And now we have... And I can disenchant that, or disassemble. Yeah. Okay, so that will give us enough to where I think we can produce cable. I think that will be okay. And if you hit F and then do a middle button, then you can just go. So let me show you. Like, normally the snap would be there, but I don't have reinforced plates. But again, craft bench. All right, so we have enough plates. So we just need screws, and now we can make these. But I will show you what I was just talking about, where it will allow you to go through, and if we build the constructor, but we don't have enough. It's always one thing or another. It really is. Where did my cables and my wire and everything go? Like, yoink, we'll just take the wire. But why? Okay, that was weird. Like, I wasn't just blind there. It wasn't there for a second, right? Alright, so, like, normally in our... Okay, we can still snap it. Yeah, so you see how it kind of snaps in here, but I'll put it over here, because we're going to destroy these anyway, so it doesn't matter. And you see that the conveyor belt bends a little bit, and eventually you'll get to the point of where it... Why can't... Oh, okay, alright, that's why. I collapsed the thing in without realizing it. So it was not visible. That would explain it. Alright. So, okay, so now you see in the basics of how this will work with the kind of assembly is we still have to feed it because we don't have a miner, but we can take the copper, and the copper feeds and makes the wires, and the wires auto feed and they make the cables. So that's basically how it is. And you note this makes 30 wires per minute, but in order to make the cables, it takes 60. So the singular one is not going to be sufficient for this, which is how you need to plan all this stuff and make sure that you have enough of whatever you're doing. And in order to do that, I have a mod that's called Stats. Hey, that's an elf tater. I'm glad that works. So Elf did one of the highest redemptions we have, which is allowing for a custom theme song, and it can be anything that is Creative Commons or copyright unencumbered, meaning that you can use it. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that works, Elf. That's the first time that's ever been tested, so it's amazing if something works the first time. Alright, so we'll grab all this stuff. How you doing this fine evening, Elf? I can adjust it a little bit louder. I'm playing off the sound file you sent me, so that is... Although I can just increase the gain on it. But it's playing the same as all the other rewards because it goes through... That's weird. 15 per minute, and this produces 30 per minute. Yeah, so we have more than enough production right now where we could dual this. But how many do we have? All right. So that's going pretty well. So let's come over here. I bet we have more than enough plates so that we can change our other constructor to build the rods. I mean, it's no big deal. I can always just increase the gain on it too. But if you've got the sources and everything, it will be better if you can do it. But yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so yeah, that's plenty of plates. So let's change this over to make iron rods. And keep going with our stuff here. And we can also just manually build a couple of rods and get to the next section where we have miners. And once we have miners, then we'll start, then the fun really begins. This is where the fun begins. All right, so we can just start doing that. Why? Oh, because I didn't take any of the ingots, which was foolish of me. We should have done that too. But at least what we will do is we'll get some of them. And a lot of the times early in the game, and even sometimes in the mid-game, this is faster to go through and make this stuff. the conveyor belt that was high. It is a surprisingly fun game, like especially if you like this kind of stuff. But beware, this is a game very much like Civilization and those style of games where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do one thing, and then you look up and it's 3 days later. So beware if you are the type of person who gets really absorbed in a game, and it will run away from you. But if you don't have anywhere you need to be, or you don't have anything you need to do, then that's a good thing, I would guess, because that means you're having fun. All right, so burp. All right, and we need to go get more limestone. So that's fine. So right now we're producing both of these things, so we can go and take care of limestone, and by the time we get back, we should be all set. Yeah, exactly. It is very much like that. But like as we get much further, you have to really think about it, and that's the thing that I enjoy. I really like the entire thought process, where you got to plan the most efficient way to do it, because sure, you could do it way X and that is going to be like, it'll be fine, but it's twice as much effort as opposed to if you think about it. Nope, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. We'll just get out of here. So he is protecting something over there that I don't think is being used in the game yet, that they're going to be doing. Yeah, Industrial Revolution as gameplay. You are not wrong. That is a good way to phrase it. Where was the limestone? I think it was over here. And this will be the advantage once we get the miners and we start to automate it a bit more, is when it starts to get really fun. All right, I think it was yoink. Yep, right here. All right, so we can take our portable miner and find where, okay, right there. And bug zapper again. Anarcho-primalism? I have not heard of that, but that is a fun word to say. Anarcho-primalism. Teach me something new. The Industrial Revolution was a mistake. I don't know about that, because I really like modern medicine. I can see how people can think it was a mistake with global warming and all the stuff that came with it. But I don't know if that's the Industrial Revolution or rampant capitalism. Like, there are ways that you could do the Industrial Revolution without it being like, all we have to do is advance, and advancing at the fastest pace possible is the most important thing. But, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it would be really hard to say the Industrial Revolution was bad, as I'm sitting here playing on the computer that 20 years ago this was science fiction, and streaming to people all over the world. So, oh yeah, 4 cheese, cheesy crust, yeah, stuffed crust pizza, yep, possibly the greatest thing to come out of the Industrial Revolution. All right. We overshot you, so yoink. And I think that will probably be enough. No power. Did we break the breaker? Oh, we must have just run out. We don't have enough to burn anymore. Like, this is why you need to go and get leaves and the better leafy things, like you were saying. So let's gather all the leaves for burnination. Burninating the countryside. Burninating the peasants. Oh yeah, well yeah, Twitter is not good, and Facebook is an abomination. Like, I could talk for ages about why Facebook is a terrible thing. All right, so let's put actually I want to keep you, because you make me heal, and that's kind of important. All right, so we should be able to go back here, grab cables. Oh yeah, meta. Sorry. It's very meta. All right, so we need zip cables, and that will be enough. And then we've got to have at least 20 rods up there. I really should have placed everything up top. I don't know why I didn't. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have to run around for the copper and everything anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I don't that is the downside of the internet, and that's just the way it is always, basically. Anytime that you have any way to share information, people who have interesting beliefs, shall we say, will connect with each other, and it becomes an echo chamber, where people who have, like, there's a difference between things you can't prove and alternate theories, like the various religions or anything like that. Like, you're never going to be able to prove that one way or another. So that comes down to faith and belief, and it's whatever you want to do and whatever makes you happy. But I mean, flat Earth you can disprove in a field with 20 minutes and $100 worth of equipment. So it's very easy to do it. It's just like landing on the moon. Like, you can prove that pretty easily too by bouncing a laser off the mirror that they left there. So it's like, yeah, I don't get stuff like that. All right. New buildings, hub upgrade 6. All right, excellent. So we've already got most of these, which is good. All right, so let's make as much of this as we can. Wholeheartedly believe corn came from aliens. Yeah, 2 tall sticks, 2 phones, and a friend.
Unlocked.
Yeah.
Building, Miner Mark 1. Building,
excellent.
Storage container.
Excellent.
Hub feature, additional biomass burner.
All right, so
10th objective, complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.
notes. There are no notes. I do love the humor of stuff like that. Oh, nice. And we have 2 biomass burners now. So, all right, we're gonna need to make ourselves a portable miner. We're gonna need, what do I need to make the miner Mark 1? So, concrete. All right, so we'll just go up and concretify that guy, I guess. Because I was foolish and I gave all my concrete, which I shouldn't have. Can I have that back, please? Can I take it? I want it. I want it. It's like one way only. Didn't come from aliens, is alien. Yeah, I don't know why corn though. Like, why pick corn from aliens? What is it about corn that says alien? I don't get that. And I mean, if alien, so I'm definitely of 2 minds about that. Like, there's no evidence that aliens have ever come to Earth. However, the universe is effectively infinite by the way we know about it. And there are so many habitable stars just in the Milky Way alone that just by the law of averages, there has to be other intelligent life out there. Like, it might not be life that we recognize, or it might be life that is so advanced they don't care about us, or we're the first. And it is, like, I don't know. Like, that kind of stuff I think is super, super interesting. All right, so let's go over here, and we can start producing limestone. Can I ninja up here? Yes, I can. Excellent. And then once we get a little bit further, corn has no direct family tree and it can't grow naturally. I didn't know it couldn't grow naturally without human intervention. Like, that, I don't understand that. Is that a case of, like, because I've grown corn before and I didn't have to do anything fancy about it. Like, it just kind of grew. So I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense. Like, maybe your friend knows something that I do not, which is always possible. But, like, corn's it just needs pollination, basically. I don't know. The thing that I always found funny in a similar vein is the people who use the banana as evidence of a higher power, because it's like, look, it tells you when it's ripe, and it tells you it perfectly fits the human hand, and it has a case all by itself, etc., etc. But, like, you look at modern bananas in comparison to what they look like before humans started touching them and dealing with them, and they don't even look like the same fruit. Like, that's just a case of Mendelian genetics and selective evolution. Yeah, so like the thing with like, yeah, corn was just a I know it's very big in the States, and the thing that I learned at least was it was just Native Americans were growing it naturally ages and ages ago. Like the whole plant it with a fish and that nitrogenates the soil enough to make it grow well, etc., etc. But like I've seen cornfields that nobody is maintaining and they still seem fine. Yes, bananas are mildly radioactive. Potassium is mildly radioactive. That's why. All right, so we can build ourselves a craft bench here and build ourselves some concrete. But yeah, the town I grew up in, which was a relatively small farming town, just had giant cornfields. Like corn was so prevalent there, you could go buy a dozen corn for like $2, and it would literally be the freshest corn you've ever had in your life. Which it was wonderful. All right, so and I miss it because like it is hard to get good sweet corn. All right, so we can pick up our miner. We can craft a new miner that will sit on the node, and we have to run power to it. So that is something we do not have right now. But I think we've got enough where we can do this. And let's run a power wire over. Oh, I can't even afford it. Why can't I afford it? I don't have copper. Can I build? Do I have enough? I know I have enough copper. Yeah, I can fix that. Oh yeah, buttered corn is amazing. Yeah, corn is, see, the difference is corn is almost a completely different vegetable when you get it fresh, because like fresh corn and like frozen corn it's like this delicious thing versus cardboard. Like it is that much of a difference, no joke. Like good sweet corn right off the stalk is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And I don't have enough nice things to say about it because it's so good. All right, so we'll run you there. Do I have how many? 38. So I don't know if I can run enough of a belt. Let's see. Maybe I can. So for right now, we'll run the belt over here. And then if I can... Oh, I can't afford it. Boo. Whoop, creepy.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
There's an artifact near me, evidently. The computer gets kind of creepy whenever there's artifacts near you, and it starts it starts saying things that are a little scary. All right, so but yeah, I don't even know the best way to describe it. Like the difference is kind of like good apples too. Like good apples are completely different from ones that you buy in the store, because usually like they're gassed and everything, so that they don't even taste like the same fruit. All right, yeah, I need way more than I can get down there. All right, but what we can do is, since this is at the edge, yeah, I'll just take the damage. It's fine. Ouch. Get your MAM research, or yeah, the Caterium. Like once I found an alternate blueprint for Caterium, which was like 8 times better copper wire than actual copper. It was crazy. So I am grateful for that suggestion. All right, so let's do this, and then let's do you go to here and you go to there, and I am just gonna have to tear all of this down because it is making me the sad. And I appreciate the recommendation. I am not one of those streamers who yells at folks who are trying to help, like to each their own. But I am perfectly fine with backseat gaming. All right, and we are out of power. We have overdone the amount of power we can do, but that is fine because what we can do is do this and go to the second one and increase our capacity. So, all right, I think that will work. Yes, all right. Yeah, so now we're running off of both generators, and you can see our capacity has gone way up. It is very overhated, and that is a wonderful way to put it. Like, people are just trying to help. Like, if there's a difference between somebody who's trying to help and somebody who is spoilering. Like, I've got a big... if I specifically was saying, like, no spoilers, I don't want to hear anything, I just want to play through the game naturally, and you continue to do it anyway, then you're not respecting my wishes, and that's different. But if somebody is, like, almost 99% of the time, people are just trying to help you. And if you're going to yell at people who are trying to help you, I don't understand that at all. How do you win? So as soon as I get a little bit further, I will be able to show you the next way that you can do milestones and objectives and everything. And I suppose you win by completing the number of objectives and getting to where you've made everything that you can make. Although this game is kind of sandboxy, just like Minecraft is. So there may not really be an end. A conveyor belt to the moon and using only a toothpick. Nice. Nope. Alright, so... can I at least get here? No. No. But I can get... No, I don't want to do that, because that looks ugly as sin. We're not going to do that. We're going to, on this playthrough, we're not going to do anything that is spaghettification or super ugly or anything like that. If we get to the point of where it looks ridiculous, we're going to tear it down and start again. That is the requirement I'm going to have through this playthrough. All right, that'll get us enough plates. So, biomass generators. Oh, they do more power? I did not know. Yeah, sure. I welcome the help. All right, so now we can get down to here at least. Floor is too steep. Okay. Okay, we gotta go stabby stabby. Ow, you hurt. You hurt a lot. Where did you go? I will punch you in the face until you die. No, I'm not going to, annoying computer lady. I don't care. It looks scary. Alright, so we can go to here. And then we can go... No, I'm out again. So, but this gets us down to here. And hopefully by this time we will have enough. And keep picking up all the leaves. Punch your face in the face. All the faces. Yeah, that thing was scary. It does a lot of damage. Okay, so... we should be able... Alright, we have more than enough cables to do basically anything now. And... so yeah, what I definitely want to do as soon as we get to the point of where we can build foundations is start building the factory. And that is going to be... I think our rules for this playthrough are going to be, it must be tileable, meaning that I can reproduce it as many times as I want using the same basic logistics. And I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that until we get a little bit further with like splitters and everything, but I think that's not too far in the game. And the other thing is that when we have the ability to do things neatly, we're going to go back and do them that way. All right, so now the limestone is coming down the belt, which is perfect. That is exactly what we want. All right, and we ran out of iron. And this is why we want to build multiple. Can I build another miner? Do I have enough for it? Yes, I do. So we can wholly automate this dude. And just say, we build a miner on here. Hopefully I will have enough power. And then the miner goes in, can't afford. That's okay, because you're making them. So hopefully now we can afford. Can eat more. I just heard that they're doing Futurama again. And that made me so excited because Futurama is one of my all-time favorite shows. And that's where the "can eat more" quote comes from, which was an episode with Lucy Liu in it. And oh yeah, yeah. So Futurama is coming back for like the 57th time. So we'll get at least 2 more final episodes that are perfect. And if you've never seen anything about Futurama, I highly recommend it. It's an amazing, amazing show. And like the reason is because the writers, like, they basically, I think at one point in time it was the show with the most PhDs of any for writers for any show in history. Like, they have these ridiculously clever jokes, and I kind of love it. So yeah, exactly. Shut up and take my money. Exactly. All right, so now we can make a storage darn it, we have gone over our power, which is fine. We can turn the copper off for a minute, I think, unless we just ran out of leaves to burn. And we just ran out of leaves to burn. Okay. Need better biomass. Yonk. All right, so that gets us this. So we have enough. So now let's go over here and build a little container action for this. And we'll put you to 5. And we can just do this. Now. And there we go. All right, so now we will collect limestone, and it goes in the storage container. And then from the storage container, we can have a constructor that I don't have enough, but that's fine because we don't need that much more. Ooh, the domains are getting even nastier. How has YouTube not managed to fix this yet? I don't understand. Okay, so I think we need more screws, right? Yeah, we have no screws. So we need 2 iron plates, and that will let us build a constructor, and that will get us concrete, and then we can go back and do all kinds of wonderful fun things with our factory. Yeah, meme lords. I'm a doctor in humor. Oh. But like the quantum finish at the horse race, like, I don't remember laughing that hard at a cartoon basically ever. So there is just some amazing humor in that show, and I've watched it enough times to where there's things I just didn't even get because they're completely throwaway jokes, but they Beetlejuice it, so later in the show it becomes relevant. Thank you for the hydrate. I am getting a little peckish, shall we say. So we do have a lovely chamomile this evening. All right, so let's do yo and power. And I really hate all this power, and we're gonna redo it as soon as I can build a factory. All right, so this will get us all the concrete we ever need. All right, so concrete, we need wires. So let's turn off the cables because we can just stop making that. And we don't need any more cables, we need wires. So make it a wires, please. All right, and so we don't need that much more, and we have plenty of rods. So let's go get more leaves while we're at it. Oh, and I definitely need to change that message. Like with all of the gifts and everything last stream, we're almost at $800 now, which is absolutely amazing to be able to donate that much to charity. I am so grateful for everybody's generosity lately. in case people are listening and have not heard the spiel yet, I am a 100% charity streamer, and what that means is every penny I earn through every single method, whether that be through Twitch or YouTube or Patreon or Stream Elements or any of that jazz, it all goes to local food banks. And the local food banks allow to help feed the hungry. One of the big problems that we've had with COVID and the massive inflation that's been going on lately is that there's a lot of people who are in danger of not being able to feed themselves and their families. And I partner with some local food banks in my area, and basically what they can do with money is they can increase it by a factor of 4. And so basically every time that somebody donates, like a sub or something on Twitch, it is a meal. And 10 donations is feeding a family for a week. And we actually got more than that last week, which I'm incredibly grateful for. So thank you again to everybody who has been a part of that. I appreciate you. All right, so we have that. And now let's go and get the concrete, which this is much slower than I remember it being. Maybe it's because I don't, are we going? No? Okay, maybe it's just a factor of the belt. Weird. All right, so 44, so we need 6 more. And we need the wires, so let's go get wires and see where we are, and then we'll be able to go to the next threshold. All right, beautiful. Wiring. Going. And we'll take one of you. No, one of you, you. Let me just pick everything up, please. I want it all. All right, so 86, we're good. So let's go back and get the concrete, and then we will be able to get to the next level, which I think will give us the beginnings. All right, excellent. We're good. Let's get out of here. So I think once we can build the factory, everything goes away. I think that's going to be how we're going to do it. And excellent. Upgrade 6. All right, so now we can make biomass, which will be way better.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building space elevator, building biomass burner, part.
That's kind of neat.
Motivational message. Congratulations.
Motivational message.
Provided task.
Okay, so let's take all of this, and I know we're breaking it, but we can use this to make
additional
biomass.
Knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fix-It-approved protocols.
Fix-It-approved protocols. Lovely.
Note. Future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly.
Okay, so this gets more into the how do you win that somebody asked ages ago, is you have these tiers, and as you go through and do the basics of fulfilling what the tier requires, this gets you new rewards and new things, and it goes to 8 tiers. And one of the things we need to do is we need to build the space elevator, which is where you submit the parts in order to go up on the tier. And the space elevator is expensive, to say the least, and enormous. Like, that's the space elevator. Like, it's so big I can't even put it anywhere right now. But that's going to take a little while. But now, because we have biomass, biomass is much more efficient to burn rather than let's actually split this. So we'll do split.
Hello there.
Hello there. Potato, welcome back. How's it going? All right, and you, and then so this is much better. Like, you notice it burns, it goes through much fewer of them than we were doing before. So this will let us do that, which will be excellent. Can I build? I still can't build foundations. All right, but we'll get there. All right, so what else can we build? All right. I'm saying all right a lot. All right. What am I, Matthew McConaughey? All right, so this is one of the mods that I'm doing, which is the map. Because like not having the map is really annoying in the game and kind of pointless. So let's go in. So yeah, this is what we want, building our base. So once we get these foundations, this will let us start to do the factory. And we also want some of these logistics, because having the mergers and the splitters is the way we can build tileable displays. So that is what we're focusing on right now. And then we also want the MAM, as the our friend was suggesting before. MAM research allows us to progress and get a whole bunch of stuff much, much faster. So, all right, let's, what is the best one? I think foundations. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's do this one first off. And we can automate. So we have automated copper, we have automated concrete, and we have automated iron. But we need both sheets and rods. So what we can do, although we don't have splitters yet, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Splitters allow you to split conveyor belts, so you don't have to just jump back and forth in feeding stuff. But how many iron? So that takes 30, and this takes 30 as well. But that's fine. So we already have enough to do this, so we can switch this back over to the iron rods, and we need 200 concrete. And that's going a little slow. So what we can do otherwise is we can explore our area a little bit, especially now that we have the map. This will let us check around and find in the area. And other things that we'll need is we'll need to increase our methods of production, because these 3 nodes aren't going to be enough to do all the things that we want to do. And so let's wander around here and collect all the bacon, because bacon is delicious. And that's another artifact that we don't need, because I don't think it does anything at this point in the game.
Picking up multiple Fix-It personnel in the area.
Creepy lady.
Proceed with harvest before it's too
Creepy
late.
lady. Yeah, proceed with harvest. No, I'm not going to do that. Crazy Gunner, welcome in. Thanks for joining the stream. All right, so what else do we have? Is there anything good over here? Not much. We're getting all the bacon, which is great and delicious. I'm not fighting 2 of those right now. No, thank you. And so that is, what is it? Silica?
Just realized I have bits.
Quartz, yeah. Oh, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. As I was saying earlier, 100% charity stream, so everything goes to feed the hungry. Every penny of every single source. So thank you for sharing some of your bits with the hungry and helping us feed folks. All right, so we can get all of this.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-It freighter re-entry complete.
Excellent. All right, so there's more stuff over here that we can get, and I know there's more resources over here too, because this is where my base was in my previous playthrough. All right, so we'll take you. We'll ninja back, and by the time that we get back, hopefully things will have completed, and then we can go to the next tier. Ooh, that's a big scary dude. We're definitely not doing big scary dudes. There's different tiers of the bad aliens in this, and the bigger ones hurt a lot more than the small ones. Like, they are dangerous. And unsurprisingly, the giant green gas is stuff you want to stay out of. It hurts a lot. This is not my first time playing the game, but I got to the point of where I realized how inefficient I was, and it just became easier to restart. So that's what I'm doing, and there's rules on this playthrough which are going to be like no spaghettification, no make ugly things. Like, we're going to do good design from the very beginning on this playthrough. So, and I know it doesn't look like it yet, but I need to be able to build the factory before I can have really good design. So let's go back here. Oh yeah, yeah. It was just my other one, belts were going everywhere, and it was just making me unhappy. And I literally got to the point of where I was thinking maybe I should tear everything down and start again. And then I'm like, if I'm gonna do that, let's just do a playthrough. Let's go through, do it again from scratch, and do it all right and enjoy it. So that's what we're doing now. Yeah, I just can't. Like, some of the times with some of these games, I get to the point of where it's like, all right, I'm really enjoying the game, but the I won't call it OCD because I don't have OCD, but let's just say enough of it is triggering to where I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. It's so bad. It's so ugly. Like the morass of wires sometimes that gets behind your TV where you just you must fix it, and you spend an hour ripping everything apart and redoing it because it drives you that crazy. That's where we were. All right, so okay, we're halfway there on concrete. We are all the way there on this and almost there on the rods, so we're doing well. And we also want to build the MAM. Yeah, build on foundations. That is exactly correct. That's what we're doing right now. The milestone that we're working towards right now is foundations. And then the fun will begin. All right, so let's explore this way a bit, I guess. And again, get more leaves. Okay, there's another iron. That's an iron node, right? I think it is. Oh, there's two. Right next to bees. All right, let's try the bees. Let's see if we can get it better. Okay, 1 bee. Can I get this one? Or yes. 2 bees. Or not 2 bees. That's not a question. Come here. Oh, I was hoping we could get away without getting touched. All right, close. Only 1 hit. Big improvement. Yeah, before you came in, Gunnar, I was saying that everything is going to have to be tileable. Like, we're going to specifically build this to be tileable designs from the very beginning so that they can be extended whatever we need, and it's going to be very isolated. Like, the things that are doing, like, production is going to be on one floor, like, resources will be on one floor, and all the things that I know need to touch like a half a dozen things like screws and plates and all that are going to be built on the outside so that it becomes very easy to swoop them around and be swoopy. All right, good night, Reaper. Hopefully the Spanish and everything worked well and you didn't get ninja caught by the parents. All right, so hopefully now we'll have enough power to go for a while. All right, excellent. And I'm right-clicking, and right-clicking divides the stack in half. Yeah, that's great. We're gonna be good for a while. Now we got extra. All right, cool. So let's see how much more concrete we need, which hopefully will not be that much. And that slide jumping actually gets you a lot further than regular jumping. Like, you go much higher and much further, which is why I keep doing it. All right, so we're good on that. I don't think we got 100, but we probably, yeah, we got enough where we can go and make the rest, right? So we got plenty of rods. That will get us to 150. Yeah, so let's just take all this and we'll go make the rest by hand. Last time I was working on nuclear power, when I just finally got to the point of where it was like, nope, I can't take this anymore. It's horrendously ugly. So, like, but this game definitely seems like it is one of those you really learn how to play it, and then you kind of got to start again. So, I don't feel bad starting again. Yeah, it's a fun game. It is really, really fun. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't feel like I wasted my time. Like, other games that are similar to this I've played before, and it's just like, I don't want to start again. It wasn't enjoyable enough. but this game, like, I really found myself looking forward to the playthrough. Okay, now
Milestone
we can
reached.
build.
You have unlocked several
All right,
structures
so-
aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview.
All right, so we're
Building
gonna
these will provide a
need.
grid for more advanced
power slug.
organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Let's go get the slug. I didn't realize there was one right here. So those glowy lights, there are things on this world called a power slug. And the power slugs will allow you to over or underclock your machines. Ah, Krypton. Nice. Excellent. So what I ended up doing with my storage room... Whoa. All right, so we got the slug. What I ended up doing with my storage room is it was an offload from my train station. So my train station went through smart splitters and would auto feed into the storage areas, and it would just go through. There would be a conveyor belt that went through and had smart splitters, so that it would take one thing off and then send everything further along. And what I also did was I had one of the areas be overflow, so that once one of them filled, it would go to a shared sink, and then it wouldn't matter. Like, I would auto sync stuff. And what I started doing as well was having a sink at every sublocation too, and do the things that required huge amounts of processing, like aluminum. I would take care of it at the aluminum section, and then I had the plastic section and all that other stuff. So that is how I did it the last time. I may try and do it differently this time, because the problem was that I was running into the limits of belts, and that just was a problem. But I'll be doing some things similar to this. J-Dog, welcome back. All right, so our next thing I think might want to be the MAM. So what is logistics? No, we need logistics, because splitters and mergers will allow me to make tileable entities, and that's what we need to do. Okay, so let's go through. Yeah, of course I remember you. You've been on a couple of streams. Yeah, I'm not that big of a streamer that I don't remember most of the people that come in. So, yeah. Okay, so we have enough of that. Like, I was looking back at my Twitch stats, and my largest stream ever was 100 people. So that is not so many that I can't remember most of the folks who come in and are chatty. All right, so what else do we need? All right, so I still can't split, but what I could do is I can duplicate, and we can just do this for now. Nope, that's backwards. It's not what I wanted. So like that, and like this, and then I can just feed it like this. Gimme. And I don't know if we have enough power to do this, but this will let me start doing rods and plates simultaneously in amazing fashion. All right, so, and the other thing I learned is don't ever connect your last one. Always drop a new pole, because you will rapidly run out. All right, and how are we doing on power? We're fine. We got lots of headroom. Okay. Do we still have lots of headroom? That's the question. Yeah, we're getting up there, but as long as the capacity is good. Yeah, we got 10 megawatts to go. And yeah, so what we would do is, this is where we would put a splitter on this belt, and then the iron ore, the belts, could feed both of them simultaneously. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to build our factory as soon as I have enough basic resources, because there's no point in doing it without splitters and mergers and all that stuff. Because like I was saying, you can't tile without those. But now is when it's going to get neat. Actually, I could probably start doing it. I think we want to have our factory be like right here. So let's see. I want to make the wall 8 and the regular foundation 9 like that. Then what we can do is go up a couple. Must snap to a found. Okay, fine. So we make one foundation plate to make a wall. And then we want to do zoopy zoops to get up to there. And then what I can do is snap the foundation to this. And then what we'll do is we'll start building. Excellent. All right. So ultimately what's going to happen is each floor is going to have a production section where it will take in raw resources and use smelters and create the iron or copper or limestone or any of that stuff in each floor. Do I want to have a singular floor or do I want to have a shared floor? I think I'll start with a singular one for each and go from there. But I know like limestone, I didn't need anywhere near as much limestone as on the map. So I needed copper and iron a heck of a lot more than I needed limestone in my last playthrough. Oh, no. Thank you, Crazy Gunner, for the follow. I'm glad you've been enjoying what you're seeing. Normally, just to make sure that you that I'm not giving you a false impression or anything, normally I am more of a Minecraft streamer. This is kind of a bit of an off, but I do some general variety. Like, I play this game a lot, I play Final Fantasy every now and then, but the majority of what I stream is Vault Hunters content. But hopefully you are enjoying listening to my ramblings, so it doesn't matter as much. All right, so we can do zoopy zoop and actually make this look reasonably nice. Right, so what else do we need? We basically just need this stuff to finish. And I want to get some of the alternate floors because the regular ones are kind of ugly. And we'll have to do some resource sinking in order to do that, which is basically just like trashing it. They give you an item, which I don't think we can build yet. No, we can't. Which will allow us to just get everything out of the world. They call it sinking. And when you sink enough resources, you can build you can get tickets, and the tickets will allow you to get like special floors and different patterns and all that other stuff. So it is way, way better. Yeah, so this is Satisfactory, and the point that we're at right now is you want to gather resources. Like, this is an iron node, but all the nodes basically work the same way. And each node, you want to put a miner on it. And what the miner will do is it will give you the raw resource, which in this case is iron ore. And what we're doing is we're taking the raw resources and giving it to a smelter, which changes it from the ore to ingots. And then you automate the functionality of taking the resource and then creating things from it. Like, we take in ingots and we create iron plates. And over here, we take in ingots and we create iron rods. And from that, you can create more and more materials. Like, for example, if you take plates and screws, you get a reinforced plate. And that's necessary to build other things. But basically what we want to do is the main part of this game is the optimization of the workflows that you have. So you want to be able to gather enough stuff and build a factory, which is what we're just starting to do right now. So we're very early in the game, like literally started this stream. And if you do it appropriately, then you get to the point of where you can extend pretty much infinitely, so that you don't ever run out of room or you don't have super crunches or anything like that. And as you build more and more stuff, you get to be able to build better stuff that does like more power generation or more interesting components. And you can build things like upgrades to our little bug zapper thing, or jetpacks, or things that let you fly around the map, or trains, or all this other stuff. So it's a really fun game. Like, if you enjoy the type of game where you build on your past success in order to continue to go forward, you will like this kind of game. But I will give you the disclaimer and the warning. This is one of those games where you're like, I'm only going to do one thing, and then you look up and it's 3 hours later, because that's how just one more thing is. Kind of like the other game like that for me is Civilization. It's like just one more turn, and then it's Thursday. You can overclock and underclock the machines. That was the power slug that we got before. This thing, but we can't do anything with them until we get to not the next milestone, but the milestone after that with the MAM, and the MAM lets us do specific researches, which builds more power, etc., etc. All right. Why? Oh, because I dumb. That's why. Because I'm stupid. We didn't build the miner over here, which was the dumb. All right, so yeah, so now you get to see the whole thing. Like, for production, we want to build a miner, and then we want the output of the miner to go to that resource. And remember, I just said, don't ever use the last thing in the pole, always drop a new pole. So what this will do is this will mine the copper ore, and then the copper ore will go to, it doesn't matter. We'll go to the smelter, and the smelter will create ingots, and the ingots will create wire, which is what we really need right now, but we have enough wire already, so we're good. We just can't over or underclock yet. And do we have enough? We have enough rods. We don't have enough plates. We do have enough wire. But this logistics will give us the splitters and mergers. 110. So, but you ran out too. And this is why building things smart is so important, because you notice we're wasting a lot of time running back and forth taking care of the machines. Whereas if you build them right the first time, then you don't ever have to touch them again. And one of the things I said earlier was I run a few mods, and like this is one of them that is really nice, the statistics mod, and it shows you production and consumption at the same time. So we can see, it's a great way to see, like our iron here is saying that we are underproducing iron ore. We require more than what we're getting to our machines because we don't have conveyor mergers or splitters yet. And I wonder if we overtaxed our power, which I think we did. So I think we're gonna have to shut something off. Right? What happens when I think? Yeah, immediate pop. Yeah. Can we make? Yeah, we can make another biomass burner. So what we will do is we'll drop another burner, and then that will let us do this, and we just need to connect it up into the system, which I can do this way. So we will disconnect you, and that is the first incidence of not having enough power, which you can see by going to any of your poles. And once we turn this back on, you'll see now we have a lot more capacity. But you can't just go indefinitely, because eventually your consumption will go over your capacity, and then it trips the breaker, which is what we just saw. So it's like a lot of it is just making sure that things are balanced and that you take care of them appropriately. It's not like some other games where you just do one thing and then you walk away forever because that's all you need to do. Okay, yeah, that's a good suggestion. I will do that. You did mention that the biomass are better than the hubs, so let's go check that out. So these are 6.67 per minute for 20 megawatts, and this is 10 per minute for 30. So that seems, yeah, that seems about the same, but the production is better. So yeah, but this is why you build a factory and build on the factory floor, because it's often very difficult to snap to the systems. So where, yeah, like that, right? Yeah. but it doesn't matter. We're gonna get rid of all of this and do it again. All right, so if I do this, and this will break it. At least I thought it would, but we could do that. Okay, cool. Cool. And then we can feed me Seymour. And you have 150, and now you do 2. All right, so yeah. So that should be fine. Right. Okay, cool. So yeah, it seems like it doesn't matter as much, but the good thing is that that gives us more overhead, which is that. Oh, and we can build biomass from wood now, which is more efficient and faster. Like, you can get more wood later on in the game and everything, but we don't have the utilities to do that yet. All right, excellent. So we're almost there and done. So now we just need the plates. And let's feed the generators. Again, feed me Seymour. So that, no, not wood. That's what I want. That's it, right? Yeah, 200 is the max capacity. So that will last us quite a while. We'll be good on that for a bit. And yoink. And now, hopefully, we have... Yeah, okay. So let's go look at the plates. And we should have plenty of concrete by now, which will let us build more of our factory floor. Yes, excellent. So yeah, most of this game is like babysitting and planning, but I might be weird because I find that fun. All right, so let's switch you over to plates too, because we have more than enough rods, and I want to get the plates done. And once the plates are done, we'll switch back to secondary, because the advantage is that once we're done with that, we can set up the splitter, and then these become self-sufficient. At least until we build them up on our factory floor. And then I definitely do want to get the sink, because that will let us get things like stairs that will make it a lot easier to move to and fro. Because you can do things like these ramp foundations where you can just do this and that will allow you to go to and fro, but it looks ugly, quite frankly. And I don't like it. And we've already said this is going to be a no ugly playthrough. All right, so 80 to 150 is 70, and we have more than that. All right, awesome. And I missed my zip line. One of the things you can get is zip lining up and down the cables, and it's so handy. All right, bet it up. Up.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
All right.
We encourage you to consider more verticality
And now we want the
when it
MAM.
comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings
All right,
to aid
awesome.
with optimization.
How much more do we have to go before we can get the sink? I think that's tier 2, right? Yeah, the resource sink program. So that is all stuff we're currently making. So once we finish this milestone, which is not, the MAM is the only thing that's really of value out of that one right now. We will do the resource sync program, and then that will give us the ability to get like stairs and all that other cool stuff. So, all right, but in the interim, so we need screws, which screws are the chain from rods. You make rods, rods get made into screws. So we can do that here. All right, so we'll change this one back to rods, and then we will not have enough reinforced iron plates, which is fine. And then when we do rods to screws, then we'll start setting up maybe just the resourcing from it. Like, this is one of the things that I don't really like about the game design of this, is you need to go far enough away. Oh, thank you so much, J-Dog. I really appreciate you subscribing. As I said before, but for anybody who has not heard it, each subscription provides a meal to someone in need. And so thank you so much, J-Dog. You just helped somebody who was not getting food where they did not have a meal, and now they can. So thank you so much for doing that, and I really, really appreciate it. All right, so, but now what we can also do is we can fix this a little bit and come to, say, here, change that, and we can, now that we have stuff with logistics, we can take splitters and mergers, and we want to split for this, and that will allow us to do this fancy stuff to where now both of them get ore automatically. Thank you so much for that. That's nice. Yeah, that's why I have Underhugs do it, because quite frankly, I've forgotten to use my Prime sub more than once, so I'm not gonna lie, this is also to remind me to do it. But now these are self-sufficient, so this will now create plates, rods, and screws get produced really, really fast. So one of the things that we definitely need to do is set up a container. Come on, snap to, please. Thank you. Underhugs is a bot I made. Yep. So Underhugs is running StreamerBot, and it is a secondary Twitch account that I created so that it doesn't have to come from me. All right, so we need 300 screws, 300 wire. Yeah, that word. That's a word. Wire's a word. Okay, we've got 300 wire. 300 screws will be nice and fast. And then 300 of the plates. Platey plates. Okay, so that's gonna, or 100 of the plates. So we're gonna be done with this really fast. That's gonna be, ooh, hiccup. That's gonna be good. All right, so excellent. This will be super speedy. Yeah, so screws are 40 per minute, so that'll take like 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah, so in my previous life, before the job I am now, I was a software developer. So that's why doing things like bots and playing around is fun for me. So, all right, I think we probably need more biomass. I have to imagine we're running... Nope, actually, we're pretty good. We can completely fill this one back up. Awesome. Yeah, good call. Thank you. So what else can we do in the interim? I mean, we can go gather more leaves, and eventually we're going to want to go over here and do these iron nodes too, because we will need all the iron we can get, and 3 is probably not even going to be enough, and we'll probably have to wander around and get more. Iron early game, iron and copper, you basically can't have enough. It is very hard, and I don't think the 1 copper node we have is going to be sufficient either. So we'll probably have to go find another one of those. But this is why I want to have the productivity of each one be on its individual floor, so that when we need to tile it up and produce more, we can. Right now, we're going to be limited by the number of belts we have, because belts can only transmit so many items per minute. And as you go up to higher tier belts, you get, they become faster. Like if we go and look at the logistics right now, this can only move 60 per minute. So if we need more than that, we need to have multiple nodes, or split them. But you can't you can't split 60 and have it be bigger. And that's why the multiple nodes are beneficial. I definitely found in my playthrough that belts rapidly became the limiting factor in a lot of designs. All right, so let's see how we're doing on screws. And this is another mod I have that just tells you how many are in each container, and this is super handy, especially in storage rooms. So highly, highly recommend it. All right, more than halfway there. All right, we're good. Now we just need, now it's just the screws. And we've got enough iron rods where we can go make them by hand. So there's no point in waiting. We'll just go back over here, make them by hand, and get ourselves to the next tier. And screws. So we need 300, so this will not take that long. And then... yeah, so do we want the MAM? No, we decided we wanted the logistics, right? Yeah, come on, finish up. Yeah, this is when the game design just feels annoying. It's like, sit there and wait because I can make you wait. All right, so
Milestone
now
reached.
we're
the
done.
molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will
Okay.
allow R&D
So we
to
want
provide new
this.
technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field.
Yeah,
To
okay,
ensure
we want
a
the
greater
sink.
chance of success during exploration,
And we
an
wanna make
upgraded
the MAM.
tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons.
So the MAM requires
Note, the object
super
scanner
plates.
requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Okay, so we don't have enough screws to make the reinforced plates, and then the MAM gives you extra research, which allows you to unlock some stuff really that's super, super, super helpful. Like just being able to scan for additional things is nice, because I have not memorized the map from my playthrough. I do know there is Caterium relatively close to here that we can get early, and Caterium is one of the it's for the advanced technology tree, and it's super, super handy. All right, so plates. I think it was 5 that it needed, right? If not, we'll find out, because we only have enough to make a couple more than that. All right, so I thought it was, yeah, ma'am. Oh, wire. That's fine. This thing was producing wire nice and fast. And this is the advantage too of building the storage room, because you don't have to run all over the place to get it. And whenever I was doing projects for my before, it was nice to just have it there. All right, so the MAM, which we're gonna move, so it doesn't matter. All right, so we can at least do power slugs, because we found that one, and that only takes 3 seconds. So let's run this one, and you see what it is. So now that we've done power slugs, we can, once we find another
New
one,
recipe unlocked.
so we can scan for them, and we can also create the power shards.
New
And this is what you
research
do to
available in
overclock.
MAM.
Once you make these power shards, you can put the power shards in the machines, and they will consume more power and more resources to increase their output. And that's super helpful over and underclocking in order to make sure that your things are balanced, because balancing your productivity and everything is also very important. All right, and we have enough Caterium where we can research the finding the nodes, but we don't have enough for the next one because you have to find a
New
node in order to
resource
do it.
added to the resource scanner.
And so basically all of these you want to unlock as much as you can, because the things that are further down are very beneficial.
object
Like
added to the
nutritional
object
mixture
scanner.
is one of the things that you can do in order to restore all your health, rather than just like eating the nuts or such one at a time. And we haven't found any pale berries at all, which is fine, but we have found all the bacon. All right, so, and we can search for quartz too, which is great. And Infinite Zoop is another mod that I installed that allows you to do much further of the zooping, which is what they call the drag creation. All right, that, and you, and the biomass on this is way, way more efficient. Like, you get a heck of a lot out of the alien stuff. All right, I think that was it. And then ultimately when we find pods, which are like when they talked about the pods not being only the third person to survive, I don't know if that is the pods that we find, but you get stuff out of them. And hopefully, and I haven't found any bodies yet, so it's up for debate if it is from people just dying or what. But all right, so we can either do one of these, but neither of those are really helpful at this point in time. Let's see where stuff is. So now you see we can scan for a lot more than we could before. So where's the nearest quartz? And because I think it's pretty far away. Yeah, you can see it's not showing up. But this is also why I like unlocking the map really early, because yeah, 1,000 meters, a kilometer away. But we can just pop up the map and it will show us where the resource nodes are. So that's far enough where that's not going to help. I think the Caterium is much closer. And that can be super helpful, especially if we get one of the alternate recipes. Like when you find the pods, you get hard drives. Yeah, that's much closer. That's only over there. We can go do that pretty easily. And the alternate recipes are usually, some of them are garbage, but some of them are game-changingly good. So if we can get one of the really good alternate recipes early on in the game, it's going to make this so much easier. So let's see. All right, and okay, yeah. So we could just yoink that, and no, we're definitely going to need the screws. So I'm going to let that keep going. How many plates? All right, so we need quite a bit of that still. And I'm betting that, all right, so that's just keeping up. But this one is, yeah, the consumption is so much. So you see that this takes 15 iron, whereas this one takes 30. So the 30 is the entirety of this smelter, but this one produces a lot more than it consumes, which is what I was talking about with making sure that every one of these is balanced and everything. All right. So, and you can see that like this produces 120, but when it comes through, it only needs 30. So we could even build another smelter here, which why don't we just go ahead and do that? And this is what I mean by talking about tileable designs, because what we want is to not have it so that we would have to completely change everything. And so what I've found is if you do something like this and then go with the splitters and then line them up, which is not always easy, then what we can have is effectively directly tileable designs so that we can put as many of these in a line as we want and just do them indefinitely. And that's why we're going to build on the factory floor as opposed to building here on the ground. But now we will have extra iron, which we can do with as we please. All right. And then that's why I extended the belt, because if we want to put another one like right here, it's just, again, it's tileable. We just do the same exact thing over and over and over again, and we can have as many as we want until we run out of the belt. Because remember, the belt can only move 60 things per minute. And right now, we're over that capacity. So technically we can't do this because one of them will get starved over time. But because right now that this is producing more than it can even move, I'm just going to cheat a little bit and keep them fed while we're going through and doing this, because this one is just going to give us iron to do with as we please for right now. I'm not going to bother making it words. Yeah, I'm not going to bother making it like super efficient or anything. All right, so let's grab and see what we make by hand. Yeah, so, and how much concrete do we have? Excellent. Yeah, if it's producing more than it can, then the mining will stop until it clears. So you see the mining is going right now, but as we get to the point of once this gets to 99, the miner will actually turn off until it clears out something. So things will resume. You don't have to babysit them to that point, to where if they fail, then you need to come back and untangle it, depending on what it is. Some things will do that, where you'll jam one input or output and it'll become unbalanced and then you got to fix it. But all the individual nodes like this are self-repairing, which is great. Alright, so we have enough concrete. We don't have anywhere near enough wire. We have nowhere near enough plates or rods, although plates are closer. So let's go see what we're doing for wire, and then we'll start making a few things by hand to kind of jumpstart. Whee! Alright, that's close. So we can just make ourselves another crafting bench and see what we do with the plates. Luckily, you can hold down space. You don't have to hold down the mouse button, or because that would be like wrist wrecking. Say that 5 times fast. Wrist wrecking, wrist wrecking. She sells seashells down by the seashore. Hello, Sally. Okay, so that's enough of that. And so we have enough concrete. Let's go get the iron that we had and make the rest of the rods, and then we're good to go. Because by the time we do that, hopefully it will made enough of the iron wire. Like, yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, so we can yoink you because you have more than enough. And I don't know why I made it all the way over there. That was foolish. All right, rods. So we need 200 rods, and this will be enough. Yeah, I mean, say what you will, but I really like this game. It's like in Minecraft, one of my favorite things to do is building farms, and this basically is kind of like that, except it requires less thought. So this is a bit more chill of a game for me, because a lot of the farms that I build in Minecraft require, like, you got to think about how you do it, and it's like all the redstone and all that other stuff. So this is kind of like just relaxing chill. All right. So the only thing that's left is wires now, right? I think so. It could be. It might be. All right. So we need 500, but we can just go make that. So let's go back and get that going. Whee! And like one of the other things you can do is you can make like conveyor belts that go to all the places you want to go. And that lets you move much faster, especially when you get an item that's called Blade Runners later on, which is like a exoskeleton that fits over your legs and just lets you run double speed and jump twice as high. It's a really nice change. But the other thing that we'll end up doing is building a monorail that will allow us to go around basically the whole map. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that. It's like, wait a minute, I had enough.
Milestone reached.
All right,
You've
cool.
been given early access to.
All right, now we have the
anti-waste
sink,
effort for stress testing of
which
materials
this
on
is perfect.
exoplanets bonus program.
All right, so what else do we want to do?
Into the awesome resource sink, depending on
So
their amount and
I think we
complexity,
probably want
will grant you
obstacle
coupons in
clearing,
an awesome store, which can be
because this will
exchanged
get us
for bonus
solid
rewards.
biofuel, which is even better,
Examples of
and
bonus content
that
are
will get us through
parts,
until
walls,
coal.
factory attachments, and cosmetics.
Yeah,
Fixit
so
is
let's
working
do
hard
that.
to develop
Also,
additional
because we
options,
can
which
pretty
will
much
be
do
added
that
to the
right
awesome
now.
store in the future.
So it takes 5 minutes for it to come back.
Go that
By the
extra
time it comes
kilometer.
back, we'll be
Go
good.
Awesome.
All right, so... And how are we doing on power? Yeah, so this is burned through about half, and once we build the solid biomass, then we get the chainsaw, which lets us cut down trees, and wood is much more efficient at producing biofuel. But we're good on power right now. So that should deal us until it comes back. Whee! It's just something so fun about that. Whee! And yep, we have enough screws, we have enough concrete, and we have enough cables. We're ready the second it comes back. All right, so let's see how we're doing. Yeah, so you can see that with the splitters and everything, this one is going to be 100% full. This one is kind of losing it, and then this one should be even less. I'm actually surprised because I fed that one. But over here, you can see the miner has, once it gets to 100 again, it'll stop for a second. Yeah, see how it stops going? But if we yank all the ore out, then it will go up and run. So we'll just feed this one manually. And one of the tricks that I definitely noticed about the game is the splitting is not efficient because it literally just like halves and then halves again and then halves again. So what I discovered is if you're building tileable entities like this, you basically want to have it so that it feeds all of them until one. And then once it gets to the point of where it overflows, then you feed the next. And that's how we're going to build stuff. So we're basically going to have to rip down all of our designs once we get smart splitters, which is much later in the game. And then they'll be much, much more efficient. But I noticed the same belts and everything would not work very well with regular splitters, but with smart splitters, I'd be able to get like 95% efficiency. So it helped a lot. Didn't get my cough button fast enough. Sorry about that. Hopefully I didn't blow anybody's ear out. Okay, so we can take that, and we can take you, and we want to build the resource sink because we want to start generating tickets. So the sink takes a lot of the iron plates, which we're probably going to have to build as well, but I am not going to do that right now. So let's just, why am I running back? Again, come on, Hugs, think, Hugs, think. Where we can just build them right here. I can't wait for the next season of Invincible, speaking of memes, and think, Mark, think. Like, Invincible is a very adult version of comic books because people die constantly, but it's really well done. And J.K. Simmons is one of the voice actors, and he's just fantastic in everything he does. So I am really looking forward to the next season of that, although I don't know when it's coming out. Alright, so now we should be able to build the sink, and the sink can be completely manual at this point. So, nope. Need 15 of the plates. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. Generally, in the beginning of the game, I found you have more than enough limestone where you can just sink that, pretty much, like sink the concrete, but it doesn't give you a lot of points. Each item gives you so many points in order to get the tickets, and the tickets are non-linear, so each one is much harder to get than the one before it, which we will see in a second. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so we'll put it over here for now, and we will just build it so that it will storage container. Come on, you can do it. Thank you. Ugh. Okay. Sometimes the snapping, I think that's actually not gonna connect. Nope, just barely. And create a new power cable, and I can't wait to have this be organized so that I don't have poles and cables all over the dang place. Okay, so now what we can do is we can sink some of the stuff we've got a lot of extra of. Like, for example, I'm not going to be using this at all. So this will allow us to, it basically just gets rid of it. Like, this grinds it up and it will return you tickets as we go in and do it. So you see there's, oh, and we don't have enough power. Of course, I forgot the sink takes a tremendous amount of power. So, and missing wire. Okay. Again, babysit the game. Right. Okay, so we'll do you, and then by the time we come back, yeah, he's already returned. So we can do... can never Why does that look wrong? That looks completely wrong. Like that one, I guess. Yeah, the biomass burner is weird. So we can just do that. And do... You go there, and then you connect to the grid. And flip the fuse. No, what? What? It's not that much. It's not an entire biomass thing, is it? I guess it is. Okay. And can't afford it because don't have enough rods. Jeez, I forgot that it took that much power. And it doesn't tell me how much it takes. Well, that's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? So I needed rods, right? And I don't have any there, but I do have enough in there, right? So can I make a biomass burner? Do I have enough? Yes. All right, so we'll come over here. Make another one. Oh, we're getting ugly, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And take that, divide by 2, just get it up and working. And that should do it, right? Okay. Yeah, that, look at how much that the awesome sink takes. Oh, that's so much power. However, we can immediately get solid fuel because we have enough to... Thought we had enough. All right, we gotta go get more concrete. Unless I can make it faster, which I can't. All right, so we will go and grab the concrete. But the meanwhile, it is sinking stuff. So you'll come over here and you'll see we're getting points for coupons. And then once we start getting a couple of coupons, we can build the awesome store, which will get us the stairs and everything that we wanted. So that is why we're doing that right now. And whee! All right, excellent. So now we can build a chainsaw.
Milestone reached. Biofuel
Which-
will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass
All right,
burners.
so
To aid in biofuel production,
we need a little bit of
you are
everything.
now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood.
Okay,
Additionally,
so
R&D
solid
inflated
biofuel.
your
So
pocket dimension.
let's see what we can make for this and make as much solid biofuel as we can. Hello, Polar. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing on this wonderful evening? Well, or whatever time it is for you. It's evening for me. It is 9:30. Wow, we've been live for 2.5 hours. This is what I mean. This is what I mean about this game. Is you blink and you've been playing it for 2.5 hours. Because it gets away from you in the best way possible. But I'll take it. All right. So, excellent. So now we'll have solid biofuel. Jeb it up. All right, excellent. So that will take care of this. And now we're dinner bone too. All right, so what we can do now is take our solid biofuel and replace this, and hopefully this won't just immediately kill the power. And you see that it is only 4 per minute, so it burns so much slower that we don't have to solve it. And now we're Breath of the Wild mode, which I'm glad still works on this game. Like, it should. It's a shader. It should work on regardless of what game we want, but the cell shading. Yeah, I really like this shader. This one made me happy to have it get up and working. Like, there's a couple of the redemptions that have taken a decent amount of time in order to create, and that one took me a while. This is Satisfactory. which is largely an automation style game where you gather resources, you create a factory, and you automate the from raw materials to, like, I don't know, like nuclear power. So it is a lot of fun, and it's scratching the I like playing automation games itch right now. All right, so that will keep us going for a little bit. Only like 5 minutes, so we need to build our chainsaw. But because once we get the chainsaw, we'll be able to cut down wood, and wood will get us biofuel or biomass way faster. So I think we needed like literally everything. We needed rods, we needed plates, we needed wire, we needed cable. We need everything. We needed Nathan Summers, that cable. Do you scratch an itch or itch a scratch? That's kind of like a chicken and the egg question, isn't it? I think maybe both, depending on, like, so if you go downwards, I think you're scratching an itch. If you go upwards, I think you're itching a scratch. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Right. Or scratch a lich, but that's a different game. Alright, so chainsaw. So we need reinforced plates, we need some more rods, and then that's it. So we've got enough raw materials that we can make that. So we got that, and we got plates. And we need some solid biofuel to power the chainsaw, and then we will be golden. Alright, that should be good. So solid biofuel. It is kind of like Rust. I think it predates Rust, but it's built on the Unreal Engine too. So that's why the graphic style is similar. All right, chainsaw. And be warned, the chainsaw is loud. So, chainsaw. All right, there we go. So this gets us a lot more biomass way faster. And I always feel a little bad because this kind of feels like, and now we destroy all the native flora everywhere. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And this will allow us to do the solid biofuel with all our biomass generators, which will help a lot. So let's do that. Let's take care of this now. And you can see we can make the wood, and so we can make so much biofuel out of just that small amount of wood. So, and we can automate this, but I don't want to deal with it yet. And you don't really need to at this point in the game. Before, if we don't rush coal, then we will we'll need to automate it a bit, but this should be fine. Like once we get a couple hundred of the solid biofuel, then that will give us hours of time for our generators, and then by that point we'll do coal or oil or something and get there. Yeah, Rust and Subnautica. Yep. It's also there's another game that's very similar to this called Factorio, which is more of a top-down style. It's not 3D, but it's a very similar game like that if you enjoy that style of games, which I very much do. Come on, come on, come on. You can do better than this. What was your favorite part about Subnautica? Like, I've seen people play it, but I haven't actually done it yet. I need to be careful about the games I choose to play, because free time is not something I have in large supply, and it often takes a lot of time. So for the YouTube videos and everything that I make, they end up taking me about 10 hours each to make. Like, it is a surprisingly large amount of time. So a lot of my free time goes to that already. But we are within striking distance of being monetized on YouTube, which makes me really happy. We're at three-digit hours now. I think as of this morning it was 800 hours because you need 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. Miner, hi, bye. Hello and goodbye. Zoom in, zoom out. It's like a drive-by hello. Yeah, but the problem is that if you put no effort into the videos, nobody watches them. I've definitely noticed my high effort ones versus my low effort ones. The amount of watch time is like exponentially different. And when I like make the video and then I go back and fine tune it and go back and rewrite the sections that didn't work and all that, like that section of the creative process it provided so many more benefits. Yeah, that's weird they got rid of the channel. I didn't realize that they did that. Like, there's some people that I know who have YouTube channels that are like 8 or 9 years old and they have no content on them. So I'm surprised they deleted the channel. That's really weird that happened to you. Okay, so this should do it for the short term. Yeah, okay, that'll be good for a while. So if it's 4 per minute, that's like half an hour. Yeah, all right, good. So let's see what we got. What did we just learn? Like, I completely forgot what our last thing that we did was. Okay, so we got 1 coupon. And what else do we not need? What else can we sync right now? Let's sync both of these because this will give us some stuff. Yeah, we'll just sync all of that because this one should be full. Yes, so that completely restores that. And this one should have rods and screws. Yep, rods, screws. And then, yep, that concrete is really slow. And plates. Excellent. Excellent. All right, so what do we need to get stairs? So let's produce the awesome shop, which I don't think requires power. No, it doesn't. So, okay, so we only need 2 tickets to get stairs. And that will help quite a bit, I think. Yeah, because there's nothing else that gets in here, right? Different walls. Like, I want different foundations. I definitely want to get some of this, and I don't know where it is like see-through floors, which looks really cool. Concrete material to the... Okay, so maybe that is what we need to do as well. But you see why we need to build the sink, because there's so much, and don't ever do it on the parts. Like, why tickets are so hard to get, why would you ever use it on things that you can produce just by waiting a little longer? So we're gonna go with stuff that we can't do otherwise. And some of these are nuts, like, haha, but the golden nut is 1,000 tickets. And I don't even know how long that would take. That sounds crazy, like a crazy long time. Alright, so let's get 2 tickets, and we want to get ladders and stairs, so we need 5 tickets. Let's see how many tickets we're going to have after syncing this stuff. Okay, so that'll give us 2, and each one of these is 2, so it will take quite a bit. But what we can do is we can split the concrete, because I know we've got way more than we need from this, right? Like this, yeah, this one's almost full. So what we can do is this. And this is super inefficient, and I really hate doing it. And ugly as sin. But we're gonna tear it all down. We're gonna tear it all down. And this and that. And you. And you. And you. And it looks like it did not align, which that does happen sometimes with the whole splitters and everything. You got to be careful about making sure they're on the track. Yeah, we can't even do it, but that's fine. So we'll do it right. We'll just take all that away, go and... I think we want to go this way? Yeah. We'll go this way. And do that. And... Vroom. Goodbye, all the trees. Alright, and then we can create our constructor right here. No. Like that? Like, I can't see. I gotta go up top. Yeah. So we want to be basically aligned. So like that. And but the other way around. So yeah, right there. You go there. And then you snap. Snap to him, please. Snap to him, please. That's not helpful. Okay. So, and then we split. Stop. I want to stand on the conveyor, but I don't want to move. No? Okay, there we go. So, you go there. And then you go there. Okay. And now we're golden. Yeah, the chainsaw is very loud, and I need to get it out of my inventory. So there we go. Please stop. All right, so now we'll double our concrete production, which, because we have way more raw materials than we need. But I think that's basically the limit. Yeah, 45. So this is not going to completely work because we're still limited by the 60 per minute belts. The chainsaw Dead by Daylight flashbacks. Oh, yes, you are so right. It's probably the same sound effect. Like, so many games reuse sound effects, which is hilarious. Like, and TV shows too. Like, people buy stock sound. The number of times I've heard the same bell ding ding that was in World of Warcraft 15 years ago in a TV show, it just like pulls me out. I heard it in The Witcher, like for one of the Witcher episodes, where it's just like, yep, that's a stock sound right there. And I don't like it. Okay, so you, and I mean no, I don't want to let this go because we'll run out of mats, but we can sync this stuff too, and we need to get to 2. So sort. You can go, you can go. You can go, and I pretty much need everything else. I mean, we could just do that and sync that too. And hopefully this will get us... Okay, so now we got 2, so we can print our coupon and take that, and that gets us the stairs. So now we can start building our factory. Yay! The scream sound. Oh yeah, yeah. Like, or the Wilhelm scream that I've put in so many of my videos. Alright, so purchase, like, okay, there we go. So now, under architecture, yeah. So now we can, alright, that is not as much as I hoped it would be. So how do we, so it has to snap to a foundation. But if we, how do we get up higher? Like, does it allow us, can we zoop this? Or is it just we have to do, no, okay. So I guess we can only do this, where let's put them on the ends here. So stairs right, stairs left. How does this work? So that's, how do we go up? Okay, so I guess that's what we have to do. and then just go around like this. Like, I mean, up, and then we fall, and then we die. This is not as good as I was hoping it would be. I mean, we could do that, and then yeah, and go up this way, but that's like ugly as hell. There's got to be a better way to do this. What happens if we alternate left and right? Oh, it just... Oh, okay. All right, so we could do that. And this at least goes the correct way. All right, and then put it here. Nothing like figuring this out live. We're doing it live. No, we can't do that. So that's bizarre. Like, I want a multi-level stair. Like, that's all I want. Opinion on Super Bowl tomorrow. My opinion is I don't even know who's playing. Quite frankly. What teams are playing tomorrow? Player is in the way. That's really annoying. Yeah, football is not my jam. How do I... Okay, so this is really annoying. And I guess we can just do that, and we have really annoying ass stairs that may finally get where we want them to be. Yeah, football's not my style. It's not my thing. If it's your thing, more power to you. Player is in the way. All right, so that seems really dumb and inefficient. I am clearly doing something wrong with these multi-layer stairs, and I will have to figure it out. So, but this will at least allow us to walk up to our level, and we can actively start. Because I don't want to do ramps. Like, ramps just look so ugly. Rams and Bengals. I really don't have an opinion on that. A lot of the time, the opinion of... sorry, this seems wrong. Like, this seems like I should be able to do more than this. Like, I can't zoop them, so it won't let me just build, and I have to build this annoying, like, platformy area. Grr. Grr, I say, grr. But yeah, sports ball. Yeah, I don't care. I think I'll have to go with the Rams just because I have been more aware of them than the Bengals over time. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. I follow baseball generally more than I follow football. Because living in New England, it's like you've got a bunch of different teams, and it's like you can have the northern team or the southern team, and I'm just not really into either. My opinion on the Super Bowl is the commercials are funny. That's basically all I do. All right, so I think we need to do more biofuel before our generators run out, which is gonna happen relatively soon, right? No, we got a reasonable amount. That's not bad. That's why solid biofuel is good. All right, let's see what our next objective is here. We need that for the space elevator. I mean, we could jump pad, but I don't want to. But Logistics Mark II are going to be super handy because it gives us the better conveyor belts. A wandering trader 127 blocks below your village. What the heck was that trader even doing? Like, that makes no sense. Why on earth would a wandering trader spawn that far down? Unless you have, like, no spawnable locations in your village. That would make sense, but how in the why? And what in the what? I don't get it. All right, so... And you... And I'm gonna have to... I think I will go until maybe... Maybe we build the space elevator, and then that is the end of the evening, because my voice is getting a little scratchy. And that is always the sign that you gotta think about winding up. Winding up, winding down. Is that like itching a scratch or scratching an itch? Do you wind down? Do you wind up? And I could use a snack. That would also be lovely. But let's see, in the eternal give a mouse a cookie moment, I haven't been grocery shopping in a while, so I don't think I have anything good. No one should ever know. Yeah, I gotta automate this because I really hate sitting at the crafting station and just like ting 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 ting. No, I don't wanna do that. Don't make me. Alright, 25, 25, 25, and 25 for you. Alright. So what can we do? And the other thing, how many tickets do I have and how many more do I need? So ladders require 3, and we could just at least ladder up for the short term until I figure out stairs. Alright, so wow, we went through everything in there and that only got us 1 coupon. Oh, the pain. The pain. The pain. Yeah, that's true. Wind up implies that you're starting something, and I think wind down implies you're ending. I can get behind that. I can agree with that. Alright, I think we have produced all of the cableage. Yeah, because that's yellow. So let's sink the cable and sink the concrete and see how far that gets us. So, cable, concrete. Because all these things we can make more. Yeah, 2 definitely helps, but having the Mark II logistics means that we can extend this more, and if we have the ladders, then I can just, because this is no bueno. No, and more no. Did I mention a world of no? But what we can do is we can ladder up, and that will at least allow us to get it around here. Although I don't know if I ladder up the side or I'm gonna ladder up here. Your pet rabbit stays in a hole. Wah wah. Sad bunny. That. You go there. Alright. So, why are you not sinking anymore? No power. Well, that would be a shame, wouldn't it? Who do you run? So this one doesn't have power anymore? What did you do, Ray? What in the what and the heck? Like, are you not? You're connected. What the? I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay, who's got space? That's Juice You. Why? What? What in the how? Okay, you know what? We might just have to redo you because that seems like a broken bug. Seems like something is not in Happy Land with that thing. So let's try again. This game does occasionally have some bugs, and I found stuff where I need to restart, and I can't get to work until... Okay. Did that work? No power. What are you talking about? Are these not... Okay. That's weird. I don't know how that happened, but we somehow disconnected all the power from everything. Okay, so this will go much faster. We need 3. That gets us ladders. Ladders will get us up and down, and then we will move production up to another floor and start making that tileable. Boo to losing the pet rabbit. That is the suck. You can make leads though. They are craftable. So if you have I think it's a slime ball. If you have a slime ball, you can make leads and you can save the rabbit. Save the bunny. Behind the rabbit, it is the rabbit. Look at the bones. So, aw, poor Fred. Alright. Yeah, this'll do. This'll get us to the 3 coupons we need. And we can get over here and start making some of the plates. They have a mod that really reduces the crafting bench time, which I'm really tempted to install, especially if I'm ever going to stream this again, because like sitting here watching this go is really not that interesting. And if it's really not that interesting for me when I'm actively playing the game, I can't imagine it's really that interesting watching it. I do love the fact that the puppet like watches my features, because when I raise my eyebrows and I'm talking about it while my eyebrows are up, the puppet's eyebrows go up too. It's like, hello, hello. So it's nice at least that the facial features can go through to the puppet as well. All right, so that needs 50 and I don't have enough. And I'm gonna learn my lesson, and I'm not gonna turn them all in because I did that last time and that was bad. So let's go. Are you at 3 tickets yet? Nope, almost. 2, 1, yay! Print. Give me my ladders, please. All right. Let's go get ladders and hope that ladders are less disappointing. Why not take a look at these stairs? Because I did, and they were terrible. All right. Ladder. So, let's see how this works. Can I ninja up? Nope, it has to be clear. So we need to do it right, yeah. And then, okay. All right, can I get down the same way? No, I can, okay, yeah. I have to actively climb down though. Or can I jump and catch it? Is it like a Minecraft ladder where you just don't get all damage if you come? No, but I can go down one. All right, good, good, good. All right, so now, all right, I don't have enough iron plates, but what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna have an incoming point of iron, and we're gonna wanna zip it up to this floor, because this is gonna be the iron floor. Like, yeah, okay. I don't know if I'm catching it or if it's, that's not enough fall damage. All right, so yeah, this is the advantage of having 2 things that make concrete. All right, so let's start getting this floor going. A cat just ate him? No! No! Fred and George. Only one of them is supposed to die. And it's like earless. I think calling the rabbit Fred or George, I can't remember which one did which, but your rabbit that of giant ears and calling it that name is kind of hilarious. Hilarious. All right, so what we want to do is we want to take our smelters and just do this. Nope, I take it back. Don't want to do that. And we need to cut down all these trees because stuff's in the way. So, and I don't have enough biomass, of course. Because if you give a mouse a cookie. All right, this song is terrible. Next song. All right. So we need more solid biofuel. Solid biofuel. Yep, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. That'll do. That'll do for now. Let's just double check and see how much. Alright, plenty. You're good for a while. And yeah. Excellent. All the trees. Goodbye. Alright, so we can create ourselves a bit more space. And then I have to get rid of that one, because otherwise I won't be able to climb up. And we don't care about anything below this right now, because it's all gonna go away once we rebuild. And then we will actively make... Okay, and I don't have enough to do it, but that's fine. Okay, got to my cough button that time. Alright, so let's assume that the iron is gonna come up here. And let's give ourselves enough room where we can do... No, we want to do it this way. And let's start one after. So we just go you, and you, and you. And we're going to have to relocate the ladder in a bit, but for right now, that's fine. And we're going to say... We're going to do a zoopy zoop. So rather than having to have it come, we're going to have a conveyor lift. So... we will say the belt will start here. No, the belt, where do we want to start? Let's start here. And we will turn the belt to go this way. And then go all the way down here. Because that will give us the ability to tile as far here this way as we want to go. And then we want a splitter to go there, there, and there, and there. And then connect these up, but we don't have enough plates. So let's go get some plates. No, plates are here. Thank you. And we will relocate the ladder to be in a different spot, because this is not... no! No! So bad of a fall, we had to do it twice. Okay. So now we can connect these up. And I will have to redo this infrastructure after we get smart splitters, but that's okay. And we should just be able to connect the lift to it and do... I want to do it this way. And then all this goes away. And we just delete. And I didn't want to do that, but it'll be faster to recreate the lift anyway, where I can see it. And then say, don't sink it to the ground. So right there. And now, turn it the other way. Because we can use the underside as much as we want. You found Fred when he was trapped between a fence and a chest? That's so sad. Well, I'm glad you rescued him. What are we overlap? Oh, because we're on the wrong one. That's not what we wanted. We want you to be there. Yeah, so let's have him go. Let's have it go this way. And then what we can do is connect you to you. Okay. So now... So the point of the game of what we're doing now is we're reorganizing. So now that we have enough things to begin the construction of the factory, we're making it so that this makes a lot more sense and it's much more organized. Like you notice now, this is much, much cleaner with the ore and everything we're getting, and I can actually build power poles and such and have it look good, as opposed to before where it looked like hot steaming garbage. So yeah, so we'll do that and that and that, and then we need to connect. So I wanted this, and that's fine for now. And you can go here, because we do need to power you. And for now, that's fine. Iron, iron, and iron. So now we actually get to make this look good, as opposed to before where, like I said, it looked like trash. And we're building our factory to the point of where as we get more so the point of the way I'm doing it now is as we get more resources, we can just add more resources into this, and I can build an indefinite amount of these smelters. So what we'll do is let's move our ladder and move our wall. So I can just create the foundation here. So now when we get faster belts or more iron or something, I can just keep building these all the way along, so that it is tileable. And as my iron needs increase, my production capabilities also increase. And we can do the same thing with receiving stuff, where I'm gonna have things go to the outside that are gonna need to go to alternate levels. So what we will do is we will create these stands, and not the JoJo kind of stand, a completely different stand. And then we can merge them to storage areas. So can't afford, and we need more concrete. And where are our walls gonna be? Let's put a wall right here, I guess. Let's go get some concrete and rebuild it. So yeah, this is, yeah, exactly. Destroy the environment simulator. Yeah, you're not wrong. So let's build the wall on the outside here so that we can at least climb up. Because if I build a wall like that and put a ladder. Now I should be able to get up and down easily. Yeah, a little bit of destroy the environment simulator, but it's an alien planet, so who cares? No. But it is one of those games where if you really enjoy logistics and making things look nice and organization and everything, it is quite a fun game. All right, so let's do that for now, and then we can do this and get up here where I can actually see what I'm doing and merge. Why don't you snap? Okay, snap to. Alright, so if we've done this right, but clearly we haven't because it won't work. Cry. Yeah, sometimes these things just annoy the heck out of me. You should know which way you're going. The belt is going one way. Okay, so there we go. Is that crooked? No, I guess not. It looks crooked. It looks crooked. Let's climb up and see, because it really doesn't look right. Yeah, it's not right. Ugh. When their own snap function doesn't work. That's fine. Corrupt company, kill all living things. Kill all humans. Alright, so you should work. You should be perfectly aligned. That's better. Alright, so... And... But why... Why aren't... What in the what? No power. There we go. That's better. Alright, so... Merger. Come on, snap 2. No, that's wrong again. This thing, the snapping function, just does not work sometimes, and I really don't like it. Okay. Alright, merge. Merge to form Devastator. Why are you not? Okay, well, tell me you're gonna work. Now you're crooked again. Ugh. I gotta figure out why it keeps doing that, because it is super, super annoying. It's close, but not right. Okay, better. Yeah, but then it's the wrong one. Yeah, I shouldn't have to fight with this. This is bad game design. Like, the fact that it is this hard to do this one thing is bad game design. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So now we are producing iron. And now what we will do is we will create another level that will go up again, except I can't afford it. So we'll go over here and grab the stuff we need. Yoink. And this will at least just let us build walls slightly offset. So I don't want to have the same wall in the same place, and we'll figure out how we're going to do this in a bit, but I can go up, up, up. And I need to figure out how to do different floors to different levels, because I don't think that's going to cut it very well. Is that... let's go one more. Because it is always better to have more space that you don't need than not enough. And we can do that. And what is the best way to do this? Like, I can't do ladders on the side, right? I tested that. Yeah, it doesn't let me. But I mean, I can do... Let me... Thank you. So we can do this, and hopefully I can climb. Nope, or I can just fall to my death. That's super handy. You can't go to the side on a ladder? It's really... Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying as heck. Alright, but now what we should be able to do is... Now we can start constructing. Where we're going to take things from one level to the next. And just be able to directly raise it up and build. And I can go get that slug, too. Although we're gonna get bees, and I don't like playing with the bees. Bees are not fun. Yep, fall and suffer. All shall suffer. Okay, so what we can do is we can connect you, and then come up to this area. Yeah. And now... I need more iron rods, but now I can come straight down. And I don't know if that is too far to fall or what. So let's go ladder, please. Thank you. And so we need iron rods. And what we'll do after this is we'll build a storage room. Okay, so no more for you. And no more for you. Did we end up with any extra? We ended up with 2 tickets. So what is the coupon? What do we get for 2? Nothing that I really care about that will help us, right? I mean, walkways are 5, and walkways would be handy because it will let us go around. But no, we wanted the foundation customizer, right? I think that was it. And that takes 3. And we've only got 2, right? Yeah, we've only got 2. And it's a lot to our next one. How much concrete do we have? Concrete tends to be my go-to. Yeah, we got lots. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to think about it because technically my next level should probably be copper. Like if I want to do production all on one level, on each level, then I probably shouldn't be building. I should probably be bringing in the copper from the other side. And then I should pre-build for the other ones that I needed. Yeah, there's got to be a better way than this to do this. This is awkward as heck. So technically so that stores my iron. And then if I want my copper, which is all the way over there, I should probably bring it up. Well, we could do this and build the copper like this way, which is kind of funny. Like, hello. I'll just walk right over you. Although this would be perfect. This would clearly be perfect for a limestone level because the node's right there. And so is the copper one. But if we have to raise the copper one up anyway, it doesn't really matter how high it goes. So yeah, I think we'll do that. So this will be the layer of liming stone. Limestone. What do I need? Need more plates. All right, so we're gonna have to take iron and feed the plate machine manually. Can I? How much damage does this do? None. Good. Okay, I can jump from level to level. But now we can just take this, and we'll manually feed the machine for a minute, even though I despise doing this. But this is what I mean by doing the automation and figuring everything out beforehand. Because now with the iron production, we don't have to do anything about this. And then as it upgrades, we can just upgrade the belts and we can upgrade this, and then it goes up twice as fast, and then we can create more smelters and just increase the production that way. Because that is what we're trying to do right now with the logistics one, is get all these done. Once all of that is done, then we can get the Mark II belts and we'll be able to smelt stuff a lot faster. But I mean, you look at how much iron we've got already, and that is basically how it works. And you just have to go through and make sure that your production is greater than your consumption. And as long as that is the case, then you will have a balanced factory. Oil floats on water. Although if you're going outside in the rain, wouldn't that mean you would float outside of the atmosphere if it was an absolute? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to the space elevator tonight. That was optimistic. And actually, probably what I want to do is I probably want to build in a buffer using the containers so that as I increase my capacity, it will not immediately break. But that might be for another day. All right, so I have to imagine that we are near the end of our. Yep, not that great. But where did you go, solid biofuel? Why can I not find you? And the fact that I can't find you is probably indicative of my need for sleep. Sleep. Okay. Nope, not wood. Biofuel. Okay, so yeah, I don't like the way this looks. And we have already said that that is the conditional of this playthrough, is that there will be no uglifying, no spaghettification, and no uglifying the heck out of stuff. So, alright. Rods, plates, refeed the machine. And then we will limestone it up. There's gotta be a better way than this. I mean, eventually we'll get hyper tubes, and that will make it irrelevant, but this just... like, the fact that you can't go sideways on ladders is such a bad part of the game design. Like, I gotta catch it. Nope, missed. Yeah, this is so terrible. Okay. Either that or I just have no skill, which is also a strong possibility. Alright, so... zoopy zoop. And zoopy zoop. And we're gonna have to fight the bees, which is fine. I'm not gonna be terrified, because they're not scary at all. They don't completely just want to eat my face. And... alright, come at me, bro. Ow, ow. Okay. Success. Great success. Okay, so heal back up because that was too low for comfort. And I don't think I have a miner. So I think I need to build one, right? Because I can't make a miner Mark 1 without a portable miner. Yep, I need a portable miner and I need sheets. So crafty some sheets. And then crafty some portable miner. And then we have a couple of limestone nodes here, so that might be enough for happy good fun times. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's make the workshop so that we can make the portable miner. And then... your sisters have friends over and you're playing Minecraft and watching somebody, so what? What's wrong with that? Like... There are several times that I will happily make the choice to stay in and do something that I find fun. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. And time spent enjoying is never time wasted. Okay. So for right now, let's run a wire down there until we get better. Okay. So that will give us how much? What are you? You are not a lot. But for right now, what we're gonna do... how do we want to do this? If this is gonna be Limestone Town, let's just do this. We will put you right there, and then you will come down this way. And we'll have to figure out how big our factory is actually going to be. Yeah, you stay there, and then we're going to zoopy this way. No, we're not. so let's take some of these because... Oh, these. No, stop. Stop. Get out of here. And, okay, now I'm ready. Attack me when I'm not looking. Have one of these. One of those. And another one. Ah. They always come from behind. It's like it's a talent. Like, I can't see it anywhere. Is it under? It's gotta be under the floor. Alright, but we can get the power slug. So, come here. Yeah, he's trapped under the floor. Ah. That's what you get. Alright, but we get slug. So, slug is win. Slug is life. Alright, and we'll run the other one. I guess maybe we'll redo it and put it over here so they come in the same spot. That might be good. Here. Leap. Okay, so let's F in chat for getting rid of this. I don't know. Okay, so if this is going to be limestone level, then we want to be able to do that. And I guess we'll just go this way and produce limestone, and then I don't know where I want to put it. Like, this factory is going to end up being very big, and there's a lot of things that require concrete. So, and I want to minimize. I'm accepting the fact that we're going to have to redo this at least once or twice, but I want to minimize that to the absolute least amount possible. All right, so let's put you. Let's say you're gonna go this way. Let's put you, yeah, and yeah, and then you come here. Can't afford. All right, that's fine. So we need more of the things and the stuff, and maybe one or two of the other stuff and the things. So, but yeah, we got so much iron going now. That is good. Good. And that will be enough to get the constructor going. Yeah, remember that when I said I was gonna quit soon? Yeah, that's what kind of game this is. Because literally, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be done any minute now. Any minute now, I'm gonna be done. Oh my god, it's next Thursday. Climb the dang ladder. This is just bad. This either can you just build a ladder straight up? Like, actually, I didn't test that. If I can just ladder straight up, and I've been doing this the stupid way the entire time. I've been doing this the stupid way the entire time. Yep, okay. It's not bad game design, it's bad hugs design. That's the problem here. Alright, so we can just get rid of that entire ladder. Okay, nice. Yep. There's not sufficient disk space to continue recording. That's fine. I didn't want to record this stream anyway. I didn't realize I was doing that. Well, I'm glad OBS just stops recording and doesn't crash. That's a much better behavior. And that. And playing till you can't see. No, that's wrong. Why are you not straight? I literally snapped too. Next time that I see the community folks playing, I need to figure out like why the snap function sometimes just fails so miserably. All right, splitter. All right, so you go there and then okay. Hooray, it worked the first time. Yeah, in and focus. Alright, and you make it a concrete. And you also make it a concrete. And that is going to rapidly run out, so that's not going to be very good. But what we can do is we can come down here and place you right there. And then... yeah, and then zappy zappy. Alright, excellent. So that is not going to be enough concrete, but what we should theoretically be able to do is this. And since we can now run right up here, can I do this? This is either brilliant or terrible, and it might be maybe a little bit of both. So in theory, I should be able to do you here, and then put a belt on this side. And can I run it over there? Nope, too long. Too long, too steep. All right, nope, it's not good. All right, but we can do the same thing here and do it a little roundabouty. And you go as far there as I can. All right, and this is the wrong way, but that's okay for right now. And then connect you. Do we have enough plates? Yes, just barely. All right, so now we got to go back and get more plates. But we'll connect over to the other limestone one and then join them so that we have more belt capacity. All right, have a great night. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Minecrafting and find your rabbit. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so... and this, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut myself off soon, because if I don't enforce that, it's not gonna happen, and that's not good. That's not good at all. But we have all the cableage and lots of the wireage too. Jeez. All right. So, ooh, that was weird. Yeah, this game is starting to not perform very well, so maybe it'll just crash on me and take it take it out of my hands. Okay, so and we'll do that and that and that and that. And that hopefully will get us enough to where we'll be at the next level. And then I can just do this. Alright, so the main issue is that we don't have enough throughput here. Although I don't know why I'm really worrying about this. I can't join them, so I can't do much of anything for the belts anyhow. Alright, so this will be my limestone level, and then my next level is going to be my copper level. And then once we do all of that... Ooh. My phone just, like, vibrated for 15 seconds straight. What is going on? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have to cut myself off. Who's live? Who can we raid? Who can we raid? Let's see. Let's see. Really nobody. You know, I'm just gonna call it a night. thanks everybody for coming and watching and such, and I appreciate it, but I'm tired, so it is time to call it a night. And as always, we end the same way. Hope you have the most wonderful of days, and I'll see